Alright. Who remembers what we were doing last week? We went to the library.
We're going to the
Some of you went to the library, that is indeed true.
Someone went to have lunch and
Some
get
of you
attacked
got
by
into a brain-punching fight with a ghost because you wandered off by yourself.
And some of us had to...
Some of you had an eye cut out and ground up to make powder.
Yeah.
Sadly, those two players are not present here.
And they had to frame an innocent, possibly honor roll student.
Yeah, I'm sure that frame job will stick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just abandoned. Like, even if Adrian somehow survives all those horrible wounds of his and thing, I think we're just abandoning him after the mission. Like, pin everything on him.
No. He's gonna be that shady guy in a trench coat in the back alleyway in another campaign.
Severe burn scars and a missing eye.
Exactly.
That is exactly the guy who would give you a quest that a Cthulhu.
Exactly.
You don't want to know what has to be.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Anyway.
He knows too much.
You guys learned a little bit about somebody named Albert Sart. His books have apparently been taken out of the library and stolen.
Yeah, and nothing
at
about...
the same time at which the librarian went missing.
Yeah.
You did learn a little bit about some of his theories regarding the universe, and apparently magic. Good old friendly magic.
Acronym.
I love the title of that book. It's
Biospectromic variants. Actualizing hypergeometric slides of organic matter via multidimensional modeling and relativistic equivalence.
Yep.
Revised edition.
Yep.
Can I see?
It's too damn light. There. Granola bar draw.
I know most of these words.
They're all real words.
Yeah.
They just make little sense when arranged in that construction.
You also misspelled equivalence.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
No shit's forgiven.
I believe you mean whoever wrote that card catalog card misspelled equivalence. I'm blaming fictional people for my mistakes. Anyway.
Maybe it's the American spelling. Okay.
You guys were leery about returning to your motel room for fear that someone would have set it on fire or filled it with C4 or bees or something. I don't know.
Oh, right, we were going... Sorry, I just remembered.
So instead, you headed over to Amber's hotel room, or rather Donna's hotel room. Headed over to her hotel room in the Grovewood, which is a much nicer hotel across the street. You bumped into someone heading down the stairs who Jack recognized as being a bit shady looking. And you had a short conversation with him, and then Jack tried to grab him and got spun into a wall and had his arm thrown in the lock.
Almost lost an arm.
At which point Jack determined that this gentleman was likely a police officer.
Well, I've been
And then
outdone.
we told him
And
all
we
our
sparred in the
secrets.
past.
All
done
your
with them.
secrets. Yep, we
Question
found out
though.
he's apparently on the run.
Sorry, no, I just realized my question is better timed at the end of this explanation.
Okay. Anyway, he appears to be on the run from the corrupt members of the Indianapolis Police Department. You told him a lot of what was going on, and after a demonstration of Jack's bizarre interaction with the color red, you appear to have gained some credibility in his eyes. You told him about the mysterious ghostly creatures that are capable of scrambling people's brains and setting them on fire. He told you about that the corruption of Indianapolis as a police department is pretty limited. It's more a select few people who are the problem rather than a widespread conspiracy.
And that
People in important positions.
underground gambling ring is not actually underground.
Indeed, he was very kind. He was kind enough to carefully explain that to you very slowly.
It's not Sherlock.
Yes. Apparently, the gambling ring is run by somebody named Sergeant Bilby of the Vice Squad. He also informed you that he thought that Harold Miller was some sort of lackey of Bilby's. You know that to be wrong. You guys then noticed someone across the street breaking into your hotel room, and old Billy Dent here recognized that as James O'Toole, Jack's former partner, who is currently on suspension. Who was apparently breaking into your hotel room. You tried calling the hotel room, and he answered because he's not great at his job. He's actually fine at his job. He's just not the smartest guy.
That's
He's not so good at subterfuge.
not so much as stick.
His trade craft leaves something to be desired. In talking with him, you determined that he had found out that Jack was involved in a shootout at the Speedway based on the fact that they had recovered Jack's jacket covered in his blood and had apparently taken it somewhere for further testing but refused to elaborate on why. You, of course, have a pretty good idea why. It probably exhibits a similar property that he does.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Good one through stuff.
While talking to him, he noticed some suspicious people spying on him from across the street
And I
in the
did the
neighboring
dumbass
window.
thing and pulled
At which
everyone
point,
back.
you guys pulled everyone back.
I waved.
And he became terrified that he was being watched and fled, not realizing he was back fleeing from you.
No, my question now is, because we were going to chase after him, but he's not here anymore. He's nobody here's
Correct.
Pillar of Sanity.
You had a momentary idea of chasing after
Yeah,
him,
we
Yeah.
decided to go to the racetrack.
and then realized that no one's actually chasing him.
Yeah.
So him
Oh,
running
okay.
off is just going to result in him wasting a couple hours of time
Yeah.
trying to lose a pursuer who doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And he will presumably be
I
up
hope
to
he'll
go
bring
eventually
like
later.
the cavalry when we get into deep shit.
Probably not.
He'll just run in, get blown up.
Kind of cavalry.
Well, let's see.
Well, there's a tank in the middle of a road downtown. It's out of gas, but I mean, there's like a little police cordon around it. Just roll it down a hill.
Does it work with tracks?
No, not at all.
Does not work with tracks.
Corey, why are you drawing a ghost giving me the finger?
Yeah, that's what
Oh, it's Daniel's character.
Oh, I thought that was the ghost that was mine effing you.
Daniel's character is not dead yet. Give it time.
But he's here in spirit.
Anyway, so you guys are currently in your room at the Grovewood Hotel. Detective Simmons has left. He has said he will meet up with you when you give some sort of prearranged signal, which you will decide later via preparedness roll.
Do you have a flare?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Whatever it turns out to be.
Ring
Anyway.
whistle.
Yeah, that would distract the crazy hell monster.
It is currently about 2 in the afternoon, I believe. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I think we're going to the racetrack.
Yeah, with
I hold my breath.
with two of our main combat guys missing.
Hey, here's an idea. Let's not get into combat.
Yeah.
What
Sounds like
madness.
a plan.
I don't think
That
that's
is a
possible.
good plan.
My plan in combat, run. Run
Same.
like hell.
My view of you has raised significantly after you said that.
Hey, when have you seen me actually engage in combat in this game? Or the last game?
Tried to save a kid.
I think you made on attack in the last game, and you made on attack at the Speedway shooting. Well, you didn't hit anything.
Yeah. But I only made the shot because everyone was yelling at me.
Well, I
Peer
was
pressured into shooting.
I was half dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You,
wish.
you were pretty dead.
Because yeah, my original plan was like I was thinking, oh, smoke grenade, give them some cover, get them out of there. But then I'm like, I don't think smoke grenades exist. And then later I looked them up, and yes, they existed.
Yep.
So
Tear gas.
that was my bad.
Yep. Smoke grenades certainly exist, as does chemical weapons, such as chlorine gas.
Yeah.
That might be tricky to get a hold of, although probably not as tricky as it should be.
For someone of your, yeah.
No, just in the 1930s.
Yeah.
Oh, look, leftover chemical weapon shells. Do you mind if I buy those? Like, oh no. Are you planning to do anything illegal with them? Just say no. No? Okay. Here you go. There's a discount if you buy 10. I'll take 20.
Throw in a premier ball. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so you guys are heading to the Speedway. I'm guessing you are taking. Stu, you still have Victor's 2 cars.
I don't think we should take the Jeep. That's already been
I don't
compromised.
It's
travel
not
in
actually a
Jeeps.
Jeep, but it's similar.
I don't really want to take your car in case someone recognizes it. No.
Well, take the plane.
Parachute
Good.
out.
Landing might be a difficulty.
There's this big stretch of land.
They're doing their
Not
time
really
trials.
long enough to land a plane on.
Also, isn't it like
Oh, we'll just do strafing runs over
It's a
the.
little slanty.
We'll just do strafing runs.
Oh yes, we'll just fly over it with some telescopes and binoculars.
Yes, we are going to bomb them with grenades from the
Like the
helicopter.
bombers of old.
Yes.
we're landing in the pits?
Yes. Bomb the racetrack with grenades from the helicopter. Our plane. Yeah, I have to put the plate at the top. Okay.
Anyway, you have Amber's car, which is a fancy luxury car. You also have Victor's fancy luxury car, and you have an off-road vehicle with a turret mount.
Fancy. New car. Victor's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's take Victor's car.
Sure. 4 of you can fit in that car.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Brendan's character and Jack will probably take the off-road car
Yeah.
because it has a machine gun under the seat.
Yeah, maybe we can say they've gone off doing their own thing.
They might perhaps be parked outside.
No, they got stuck in traffic.
They got stuck behind some asshole in a tank. It's taking forever for them to make this turn. Then they realize what's going on and feel stupid and drive around it. You actually do pass by an intersection where there's a tank parked. There are several sawhorses surrounded police detectives, as well as several people standing around the barrier taking pictures. There is a building nearby which has a large gouge carved into the side of it, where it apparently got sideswiped. Eventually, however, you can make your way to the speedway itself. It is currently open for business, which means if you wish, you could drive directly into the circuit racing area. There are actually 2 public roads that go through the racetrack. While the racetrack is in operation, they are generally closed.
I would hope so.
Currently, if you want to go through them, you basically just have to wait till they're done doing a time trial. Yeah. Other than that, you can drive in if you want.
I don't think we want to drive over the track so much as we want to go to the track.
Something just occurred to me.
Okay.
Whatever this is, obviously the race itself is integral to the plan.
Yes.
So, what if, now this is a big stretch, mind you, we refuel the tank and use its treads to screw up the road in the race?
Yeah, well, I think we're definitely not getting out of that one alive or scot-free.
I don't know, you'd be in a tank. I mean, as Victor demonstrated, it's kind of hard to stop a tank.
True.
Although that said, the National Guard are probably here.
Already.
They got called out before the tank thing, and now they're just sort of hanging around.
That 10 giant bats can't
Now
solve.
they're just hanging around with a lot of heavy weapons, being bored. That's not really a great situation to have soldiers in. We have a lot of soldiers in town, and they're all bored. Oh, good.
We'll give them something to do.
Do they have grenades? Yes. Oh, good.
Yay!
They appear to be currently putting the heaters from their MREs into plastic bottles with some water so that they explode.
Wow.
That's the thing. It's funny. It's called an MRE bomb.
Wow.
It is what happens when soldiers are bored.
Okay. What were we investigating? The holes dug?
There are the weird holes that were dug around the racetrack and in the middle of the racetrack. There's also, of course, Mr. Miller himself, who is currently acting as a race official. He is probably wandering around somewhere, although you don't see him from the gate. There's also the German team who went missing, who you found out one of the missing members. Last name is Sart, the same as the author of the book, went missing. There are also any number of other racers you can look into.
There's too much to investigate. What should we do first?
There's also the death of the race official.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The guy who got hit by a car that went over the sidewall. You
don't
can
have
actually
any
see where a
cars
sidewall
here.
has been repaired.
That was fast.
Would be.
Well, yeah, it's a concrete no-post divider. Like, it doesn't take long to fix.
Okay. So I don't think we can really get to the holes in, like, broad daylight.
Probably not.
You can. There's cars going around the circuit.
Okay.
The outer edges of the track, there's not many people around. There's like a couple of people watching.
That's the problem. There
You
are
know-
people watching.
I mean, you can pose as a photographer trying to get, like, a new spread.
I'm not exactly dressed as a photographer.
No, you're dressed as a crazy homeless man.
Get a camera on you.
I think you're dressed as Freddie Mercury, aren't you?
Yeah.
I believe canonically.
Wow. Then,
Oh my gosh.
You can see a guy who's wandering around the edge of the track with a rake who appears to be just raking up leaves.
okay.
So apparently they have groundskeepers.
Maybe we can talk to the groundskeeper.
Wait, I got
Sure.
an air of authority. We belong there, so...
You are a homeless person that lives there.
So, we
You
need a
haven't-
clipboard.
And a stopwatch?
Stopwatch would help.
You can see a couple of guys standing over by the actual finish line who have stopwatches.
Gonna go con them out of
Or
the
we
stop.
could just talk to the groundskeeper about those holes and he'll be like, what holes? Wow.
Everybody can give me a sense trouble test.
Yep.
Yeah. Without our person around, we can actually see these suckers.
Oh, you have no fun those. This is for something else.
3.
5.
3.
I'm
I should have
gonna.
spent points, but no.
I'm only gonna spend 1. Watch me roll a 1. 4.
4, eh?
Yeah.
Nice. You can see some sort of crowd over at the near one of the mechanics garages. They're
Yeah.
crowded up talking about something. You're not sure what exactly. One of them points in your direction, though.
Like specifically at us, or just our general direction?
Your general direction. You're not sure if they're pointing directly at you.
Okay.
Shall we just wander over to them? Like we totally.
I want to say I
garage is this?
wave, but
You and
No.
waving,
No.
Vivian.
So it's not
It
that.
is a mechanical garage. There are 3 of them.
Alright, so it's not the one with that we spilled red paint in.
what? No, that's
That's not
very.
even the Speedway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I could just.
Let's just keep walking normally in a direction we were intending to go.
We didn't decide on a direction.
So the people that were
Let's
looking
just
at people
keep
over by the
walking in a
garage.
direction that we
Over
are.
by the garage, there's a collection of about 6 people who are talking amongst each other.
Are they-
One of them glanced over and pointed at you guys, and then went back to talking to them.
Now, do they look like they're mechanics? They look like the drivers? They look like they're just random people?
2 of them look like mechanics. One of them looks like a driver. He's currently got like a big full-face helmet on and some padding on. One of them looks like a race official, and one of them just looks like maybe a spectator. It's just a
We
guy.
really need a cover story, guys.
Yeah.
I think you just go
I'm
over
a
there
driver?
and talk to them.
The
Who
homeless
wants to be an
driver.
agent?
Nope, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
We're just spectators for the race.
Yeah.
We're on
Fans.
vacation.
Yeah.
There are several spectators hanging around on the
Yeah. Okay. So
little
we just like go
dirt
to
hut
the
hill, or
bleachers.
just sitting on some blankets watching cars go around.
Yeah, we just decide to
Go
like,
over to the-
okay, we're just gonna go over to the bleachers.
A little group of people heads into the mechanical garage,
Okay.
out of sight.
Okay.
I don't want to go over there and talk to them.
Oh.
Actually,
Yeah,
Okay.
let's talk to the obvious cultists who are pointing alien ghosts at us.
there
Who
was
knows?
something that
They
I
might
was
not
wanting
have
to say,
pointed
but
at us.
then all of a sudden he said that they went out of sight. I wanted to like set up a camera.
Certainly set a camera up on a tripod or something.
Just take pictures.
Okay,
of
we'll just
general
go over to them. Oh my
locations.
gosh.
One of them just
Preparedness
sort
check
of
to have a camera.
happens.
Actually,
What's
you have
one
points
of
in photography, don't you?
do.
Sure, you have a camera. No roll required.
Are there any, would there
We
be
should-
any, like,
Why don't we just
is
go
this
over and
the era of
ask, get a
celebrity
picture with
drivers
them?
at this point?
Exactly.
Not so much celebrity drivers. There are a couple of people who are well known among like racing
Celebrity
officials,
bootleggers.
like Offenhauser, for example, and Harry Miller himself. Did you know?
Do you know what Harry Miller looks like? Does he look like a Harry Miller?
So it's just claim to be fans and then go
Yeah.
to the garage.
You can see over by the end of the race, somebody who has just been driving the circuit
Yeah.
has come across the finish line. You can see, you can tell that the race officials are like nodding at each other, like they're surprised. They're writing something down. Apparently, whoever that was got a pretty good time.
Okay. Let's go check it out. For lack of anything else to do.
Maybe I can wander over there and go.
Those of you who have like points in driving or an interest in the 500, I think we established your character did. You do know that the minimum qualifying speed, you have to maintain a speed of at least 100 miles per hour, going around 4 laps. You are allowed 3 attempts to try and keep that speed up, and your time determines your pole position, where you start the race.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's just go over there and check out what time he got.
Can if you want, yeah.
Sure. Just poses fans, I guess.
If you're not thrilled, please offer something
No,
else.
no. I have literally no idea how to move forwards. I'm following you.
If you get hits, you could try talking to the groundskeeper. You could try blending in with the spectators. You could try sneaking around backstage. You could try pretending to be a groundskeeper with a disguise check and just merrily shoveling around at stuff. Someone would probably not comment particularly on a groundskeeper shoveling around in the dirt. And if anyone did, that'd be a pretty decent indicator of who's the cultist. Oh, that guy cares that I'm digging around the racetrack.
I was thinking we could wander over there to the people that are that just finished their race and ask if they want to take a picture for the paper.
To do that?
Sure. Okay.
Who wants to pretend to be a reporter?
I'll go buy a reporter-looking hat.
Well,
And
you've got
give it
you've
to
got
me.
the camera.
You're the
You could just
photographer.
roll.
You're the
You could just roll
photographer.
preparedness to have a reporter press hat. It's not exactly hard to get an index
I
card
think
right
you would
press
just be
on
the
it and stick it in a
photographer
hat.
anyway.
Yeah, you're the photographer. You don't need that. But yeah, making
Okay.
him the.
Someone
Roll.
else have
Here,
to roll
I'll
though,
give it
because
to
I
you.
don't have any preparedness.
Agnes Gertrude Fairchild from the Boston Globe.
or someone who's a little better at talking.
You know that's not her name, right?
I thought it was
crap.
Mallory, wasn't it?
Mallory.
Yeah.
Agnes Gertrude Mallory.
Yeah.
Good job.
But yes, I can certainly roll preparedness to have press equipment. Just like,
Good.
just like, yeah, I carry forge stuff on me all the time.
Sure. Give me a preference check.
Okay. We're talking a relatively easy one or
Let
relatively
me
hard
know
one.
what kind of stuff you're looking for.
Can we get like full-on press credentials?
Full press credentials? You could try and have those. Yeah.
That would be
That'd be a
that'd
harder
be
check, but you could
challenging.
certainly try and do that.
But I
You
mean,
could just have like
Got
what, a
preparedness for
notebook
days.
and a hat with a pencil in it.
Yeah, if you want just like a press hat and a notebook, that'd be like difficulty 3.
Well,
If you want like full
oh.
press credentials, that'd be more like 7.
well, let's just go for basic press stuff. I'll spend 2. I got 6 on the die.
Yep. You certainly have a fancy hat.
Yes.
Fancy hat, nice dress, notepad, pencil,
Made of pencils.
several pencils stuck in your hair.
I could be a secretary. Or
Okay.
Assistant.
Female reporters are not actually particularly uncommon in this area.
yeah.
Plucky female reporter is actually already a stereotype in 1930.
Hence Lois Lane.
Yeah,
shortly
exactly.
shortly thereafter.
I'd be the female reporter if he's going to be the male reporter.
We have multiple reporters on this story. It's big news.
I'm
Exactly.
the
From
editor.
different-
He has a bit of a spelling problem.
Yeah.
Or you could be from different papers, but you're sharing a photographer.
That's not uncommon either.
Yeah.
Okay. Details. Let's go.
And I'll
I
do
got
my
no
very
questions.
best to look like I do not want to be here.
And I could just be like,
How
I
do
have
you
a
feel
feeling
about
that's
your
not
time?
difficult for you.
yeah. I could be basically a
I want to be holding like
gopher.
a recorder, but they don't. Yeah.
The intern, go get us some coffee.
I could say like, oh, I was so excited to come, big fan of the Indy 500.
You could just pose like a fancy.
Preparedness to have read some articles.
Are you? You're heading up to talk to people,
Yeah.
talking to the guys who are doing the time.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
no, I'm just saying that can be her
Right.
shtick. She'll just be, she's like basically a gopher.
You guys can give me sense trouble.
Good job, because she's
I'll spend. 2.
6.
I won't spend it.
6.
3.
3.
You two notice Jack Hadrian wandering across the speedway track and heading over in the direction of some of the mechanical rooms. Not the ones those guys went into, but a
Which
different
was Jack Hadrian again?
Daniel's character. Guy covered in burn scars. He is currently wearing a racing helmet,
Well,
but you recognize him by his walk.
we're
Like
gonna
he's wearing a base helmet, probably to cover up the fact that he's covered in burns.
gonna leave him to that. I suspect
I don't know. Maybe that guy's
I
wearing
he
think
red.
could
or
serve as a good distraction.
something. Yeah. Wait, but if it's a
Probably
sense.
knows what he's doing, right? I'll just leave him be.
Are we sure he's gonna get shot? Okay.
At the very worst,
No,
he
but
blows
if
something
he
out, then
sees
he
something.
causes a
No, but if he sees something.
Jack's not really known for blowing things up, except possibly his temper.
And his face.
He's known for getting blown.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. No, but if he sees something, I don't know, red or something to do.
He does have a bucket of paint in his hands.
What is he up to?
Sure, you want to go over to talk home?
Hey, we could hide from cultists. Just like. We're not.
Ah, I am the ghost of paint. You can hide from cultists and no one else.
Everyone else is super confused.
They'll follow your invisible footprints.
Yeah, I think
Just
they
pour
put-
red paint all over yourself. Just like, no more fur. Just murder.
Yeah, I think at this point.
And then
like,
you're ignored by everyone.
It's perfect.
I think at this point the cultists have like an intern who they don't tell anything, but just says, "Hey, there's a bunch of guys covered in red paint over there." What?
It's our seeing investigator intern. Our seeing eye intern.
He just sits there.
Okay, speaking
He's
of
the flag
interns-
waver.
No,
Can I
you're
have
not
a
allowed to
sandwich
read
now?
the book.
No.
Just sit there and wave the flag for days.
So what are we doing? Are we
We're
going
going
to the
up-
driver?
Yeah, we're going up to the driver and checking out the times.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And seeing if we can take a picture of them.
I don't know why we need to take a picture. That's
So you guys are wandering over there.
yep.
You see, there's a couple of other drivers who have wandered over. Amongst themselves. They're talking to the guy who just came off the track.
Amazing time.
You recognize one of them as Fred Frame. He's the guy who won the last Indianapolis 500. He's come over to talk to this guy.
Excellent. Of course, I'm just a photographer that does not want to be here, so.
See a couple of the race officials talking to each other. One of them is like looking at a stopwatch.
Okay. It's like, what time did they get?
Hi. Sorry, what? Hi.
Oh, hi. We're reporters from.
The Daily Planet and the Star City Gazette.
That's enough. They're race officials. They don't know the name of every paper in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certainly. How can I help you?
We're wondering. There seems to be a lot of talk about that young driver's time trial.
Oh, Mr. Salpaw?
Mr. Self writes on Notepad.
Yes, he used to be attached to Offenhauser, but he's joined in with Jones' team since Harold himself dropped out of the race with his team.
Jones' team. Interesting.
Jones and Simons, yeah.
Okay. And that's the one that was owned by or run by Miller?
Don't know.
Okay.
Offenhauser is owned by
Okay.
his team dropped out of the race.
I know who my character is. Victor Vale of the Gotham Times.
Sure.
Vicky for short.
Okay. It's like, just out of curiosity, what was the time that?
He gives you a time.
Okay.
You are aware that that's a pretty goddamn fast time. Like, to pull that off, he'd have had been going about 150 miles an hour the entire time, which is pretty absurd.
I'm
Not
sorry,
to
that
mention
number
dangerous
means,
as hell.
I'm sorry, that number means nothing to me. What do you think, Jimmy?
No, I was gonna be Jimmy.
It's absurd. It's remarkably absurd.
Great work, also.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking. I mean, he was going pretty fast. I'm just wondering if my watch was broken. But Derek's got the same time, so apparently not. I don't know what they've got running in that thing, but the thing's running like a beast.
Wait, who got the same time?
He
People
points
with
at the other
stopwatches.
guy with the stopwatch.
Oh,
okay.
stopwatches
Okay.
got the same time.
Oh,
Okay.
Do you have the same engine?
What engine are they running on?
that would be the Simmons 4-cylinder.
Means nothing to me. Things that I
Do I
not.
recognize that?
Yeah, it's certainly not capable of that speed.
Fascinating.
Must have made some
sorry,
revisions.
Which team did you say he was with again?
Jones and Simon.
Where's their garage? Like,
Just over there. He points at one of the mechanical garages. It's not the one those guys wandered into.
okay.
You can see from this side. You can actually see into some of the garages. You don't notice anyone in the garage you saw those guys wandered into. You can see a door at the back of it though. So might have
Is
gone
it
in for
red?
office or something.
Is there a
The
big
little
red-
roll down doors are red, but they're rolled up currently.
Yeah.
In that garage, you can see a couple of guys who are currently waving the car to get wheeled in so they can work on it.
Yeah. And the driver himself, where's he gone off to? Like,
He's talking to some of the other drivers.
Okay, who I'd imagine are fairly.
His mighty ears have determined that you might be reporters, so he's wandering toward you guys.
say we
That's
should go
people
talk
who are
to him.
impressed with me.
What? Fame and fortune, here I come? Okay. And it's like, oh, okay, thank you for the information. Do you have any is it too soon to say who might win the race? I can't phrase
Well,
it.
Fred Frame's currently favored, but Southpaw at this time, he's going to probably get a front row position at the start of the race. So, I mean, if he can keep that kind of speed up, it's going to be pretty tight. It's going to be pretty close.
Does Fred have similar times? I find it unbelievable they'd have some.
Well, Fred doesn't keep up the same speed like that, but he's got a much closer, tighter technique for cornering. So, I mean, he's got a lot of years under his belt working.
Skills. He's
gonna
got
be-
mad skills.
It's looking like it's going to be a pretty classic run of power versus skill.
Interesting.
Very curious to see these drivers
So we'll be
interact.
looking forward to an
Should generate a pretty
interesting
good
race.
turnout. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whenever the date is.
Okay,
It's
change
about
my
2
mind.
days from now.
Change my mind. Also, reporter, you guys can be sports reporters or whatever. I'll be a society reporter. It's like asking completely different questions. I don't care about the race. I care about the racers.
Question about your
fabulous
opinion
life.
on the state of India? Oh god, this guy.
No, Jesus. Okay. The secret life.
Well, I
of-
suppose
Mind if we
with
get a
the-
picture? 500.
With the car for.
What's
Like
your
take a
name?
picture with the car.
Who are you talking to? The driver?
Yes.
Just,
That's a
yeah,
very
sure,
good
why
question.
not?
Thank you for asking.
Someone else comes over at that point and goes,
Chloe Queen.
what are you doing?
Chloe Queen. Star City Gazette. If you're going to get gotten, I'll be Star City Gazette.
Gary's like, no,
Yeah.
open the thing. Just let him be. He's just going to they sort of bicker with each other quietly for a
Oh
while.
crap! Is Star City the
Eventually,
Flash or
Brian
Green Arrow?
Green Arrow.
takes the guy away. Says, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
What
Taking
kind of cameras
pictures
are
of the
these?
driver in the car.
This day and age.
This day and age, you can get color cameras.
No,
They're
black
kind
and
of
white
expensive.
ones.
No, isn't it the
black
one
and
where you
white
like
ones,
hold and
Yes, it's like ones you
we're
hold.
past that.
Okay, so-
you can get like pocket cameras that are like that big nowadays.
Okay.
Like lenses in the front. You can get something that looks like a modern camera. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
They're expensive.
I miss gunpowder. Hold this for you.
This wasn't gunpowder.
What's this for?
Blind them.
Is pretty blinding.
Yeah. Okay. Got light bulbs now. Right. Right. Okay.
You can certainly take a couple pictures then with the car. He poses, hand on the hood.
So there hasn't been any delays after that incident with one of the judges.
Well, yeah, we
In-
shut down for the day. We're starting the race a day later. Lots of
did
people.
you
I
have
mean,
to
we had to
be-
get the wall repaired.
Okay.
Did you happen to be there on the day it happened? And what did you see?
Oh yeah, it's pretty tragic. I mean, Billy Arnold, he's one of the newer drivers just in this year. He went over the wall, just straight off, clipped something, rolled the car right over the wall, just hit the poor guy.
And what team was Billy Arnold from? On? It's a front team. It's the
He was on the Foxwood team.
secret assassination team.
Foxwood.
Yep.
Foxwood.
Yep. Foxwood Motors.
My notes don't actually make sense anymore.
I've long given up. I didn't start notes.
How long had Billy been racing at that point?
Oh, this is his first professional race, as far as I know.
Oh God. Stupid rookies trying to.
Yeah.
Unfortunate to see his career go.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I can't figure out what Milton was doing there in the first place, though. I mean, he wasn't scheduled to work that day.
Really?
Yeah. You know, Milton Jones was the name of the guy he officially got killed.
Yeah, and Jones is also
Do you get paid for
one of
overtime?
the teams, right?
Jones and Simon, yeah.
Okay.
If you ask,
he
he'll
the
say
Jones
it's
and Bill-
unrelated.
Okay.
Okay.
I only got so many names in my head.
Okay, sorry. I
Fair.
don't know how many of these you've come up with ahead of time and how many of these you're pulling out of your ass.
And how many is
Team
there?
names are pretty much all being pulled out of my ass at this point.
Okay.
Area.
Actual
Pardon?
people's names are mostly people who are actually in the Indianapolis 500 52.
Why would I ask that?
Sorry,
Ask
what?
what? I didn't
What
hear.
do
Think about the
Disappearances in
recent
the area.
disappearances in the area.
It's like, oh, do you have any comments, questions, or concerns about the recent
I-
disappearances in the area?
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask the police about that.
Pretty suspicious.
All right.
Pretty
one of our
suspicious Miller.
cleaning ladies went missing. But
Cleaning ladies.
yeah,
Was she not scheduled to work on the night that she disappeared as well?
no,
Or?
she was scheduled to work.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty suspicious Miller being there when he wasn't supposed to. I wonder if maybe he's involved.
You mean Milton?
Milton. Yeah.
Well, all of them what?
Oh, disappearance. Scandalous stuff makes for great news.
She's a
It doesn't
gossip.
look like I'm leaving, but that's only because I'm leaving. He walks away from you.
California reporters.
Yep.
Sensationalist news.
She works.
If it bleeds, it leads.
She works for tabloids.
Nice work,
Apologies.
TMZ.
They're gone. they've
Yep.
left.
We're trying to get away from them. We're
All
done with
right,
them anyway.
so congratulations, you've ruined that lead. Now let's
We're done with
go-
that.
Driver's still there.
Yeah. Okay. Talk together.
Now with any
Hello,
luck, hopefully the
Mr.
gardener
Driver.
will talk to us.
Oh. Are we not talking to the driver?
No,
Yeah,
could I get,
I swear
one
he's
more
like
picture,
standing
but
there like,
with the
Posing with like literally like he's found like a beam of light to stand in. Like
It's like I try to get like a good angled shot that's that'll get a good.
Is he like
good view of
sitting
the inside
on
of
the
vehicle
car like?
from the front.
yeah.
Sense trouble test.
I'm picturing it with the like stereotypical like '90s cartoon
spend
like
two.
chisel.
5.
The way it's parodied.
Your camera
modern
feels
cartoons.
kind of weirdly warm.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Like it's being microwaved. Possibly. Possibly.
Microwaves are great for filming.
Time to go.
I guess Donna will go up to the driver and I'll let go. So, quite the time you got there, eh?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know what they did to this thing, man. We're just running like stink.
Hoping you guys are gonna show up and start asking questions because that's the extent of my ability.
He's already there. He's taking pictures of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, my camera's ruined.
Who are the designers of this machine?
Oh, this one? It's mostly Simon's work,
He is a dead guy.
as far as I know. Nope.
Disappeared guy?
Nope, you don't know Simon.
Simon who?
Right? Simon.
Well, we don't.
Simon Cartwright.
So, not important, he didn't already have a name.
No, he did not.
I'm sure he's just like a branch company.
Okay, what company was he with?
Jones and Simon.
Jones and Simon.
Unimportant names.
Yep.
Too many.
Oh, enough about that.
Asian
nonsense. I
sounding
wanna know.
name.
He's not actually here though. I mean, he may be edging. He's not actually attending.
Okay. Who was?
Hence why I didn't bother giving him a name.
I would like to question him about how he got on the team, what team he's with, to see if maybe there's some. Tell this. Does anyone object?
Why
to
don't you
taking
tell
this
us about your team?
You recently joined this one.
Vehicle, other races.
To be honest, I mean, I haven't been with this team since the start. I was originally hitched to Miller with the Offenhausen team, but they dropped out of the race to cover the judging position, and I poked around, and apparently they've been having some trouble with their driver, getting drunk all the time, so they kicked him out and they hired me on.
Oh, do you happen to know the name of the other driver?
No.
Oh, okay.
And the car was provided.
Yep.
Yes. Already provided.
They seem real picky about me not showing people it though. It's a trade secret thing.
Oh, okay. That's understandable. I mean, it seems to be a very well working
Yeah, I mean they're like
model.
they're real picky about it though.
Have you seen it yourself?
No, I
That
mean I haven't really asked. I don't care.
it's fair. Aren't you curious?
I'm not
about
really a
how-
gears guy. I'm more about going really fast and trying not to die kind of.
Sounds
Understand.
fascinating.
Okay. Well, I see that our photographer has already gotten several pictures.
Yeah, seems like a nice guy.
Should I see if he can show us around? Maybe get us access.
I
to
think
it.
we should go
Yeah, Timmy
somewhere
Olsen's
else.
best
He
at
doesn't know a
best
thing.
on the,
No, but he can get us to doors.
Okay.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Okay.
Business?
Business.
We could.
Yeah, sorry, she does most of the writing. I just correct the spelling.
Yeah.
We want to see if we can use him to get into other areas more
We're wondering.
organically.
Oh yeah, we're wondering if you might be interested in giving us maybe a tour of what goes down in
Team Jones.
Team Jones.
Do you want to give me some kind of spend on that?
Pretty girl. Pretty girl.
That could work.
Could send a five. Like, we're fascinated to hear all about how things work here. My readers are absolutely in love with racers these days. We'd love to see more about what goes on behind the scenes. Could you give us a tour?
I am pretty awesome.
I'll spend a point of flattery.
Sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, what could it possibly hurt? He said, dooming the wall. No.
Yeah.
I've done my trials for the day. I've got the afternoon free.
We'll giggle appropriately and South Coast book.
Oh, very
One
sweet.
thing to add to the team. Or two, depending on how you look at it.
Okay,
Alrighty. So, what do you want to take a look at first? There's the main mechanic garage that we have. I mean, the other teams won't let us in their garages, obviously.
Okay, so
There's the pit, so they do all the crew work in there. There's the big box stands. That's where all the fancy types hang out, watch the race.
You probably shouldn't go there. I'm thinking the chances of me being recognized go up if we go there. So,
it's like it's like nope.
I get mistaken for all the
We are
time.
in disguise.
Yeah. Okay.
True.
I guess.
I would love to see the garage.
Yeah.
The garage is sounding best.
Sure, come on, it's right through here.
Yay.
Starts leading his way over to the garage. A gentleman in a suit, like a jumpsuit, comes over and starts arguing with him, but he just sort of tells him to fuck off. You actually just kind of over here, dude, quit cock blocking. I got a good thing going here. Fuck off.
Nice. Good job.
Eventually, he manages to shoo that guy away.
Yeah.
The guy does remain sort of leaning against the wall, keeping an eye on you guys. He can lead you around to the mechanical garage. He shows you off the various racks and rows of tools here, there, and everywhere, engraving machines and whatnot. Was there anything particularly you were looking for?
Anything out of place?
They've wheeled the car in. You've noticed that several of them are holding tools, like they're getting ready to work on it, but they're not opening it. You would guess they're probably waiting for you to leave.
Okay. It's like top secret. We understand.
A couple of them
I'm
are
not
sort of
the
taking out
ideas
like rags, they're like idly buffing the car, like killing time.
Can we have a closer look at the car? Do the
Streetwise.
I do! I have 2 points, I'll spend one!
You don't actually have to spend a point. You can if you want to, but a couple of the mechanics look kind of out of it, like they're spaced out a little bit. They're just sort of staring idly at the wall. Do you want to spend a point?
Sure.
You've seen that a few times before. Generally, people who are on various drugs or the mentally ill occasionally have vacant expressions like that. There's definitely something wrong with these people. Like, they're definitely screwed in the head somehow.
Calling it their brains input.
Could be.
Make a comment about them having maybe too much fun on the job. Are you uncomfortable with people in that state of mind working on your high-performance
Oh,
vehicle?
those guys. Oh, yeah. They're weird.
How so?
I don't know. They barely ever talk. They don't smile or anything. They just work.
It's like
Just
car
constantly.
drones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of. It's I don't know. It's like they don't know how to do anything else. It's
Car
weird.
zombies.
Like
That's
that one of them, he can barely tie his shoes, but he can bring an engine really well.
not gonna lie, that's super creepy.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Interesting. Interesting.
I know, it might
Real
pass
fast.
off.
Real fast when they're working on a car, though.
Might have that
Super
pass-
useless at anything else.
Were they already on
Do
the
they-
team before you got here?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
They used to be a bit more talkative, though.
Oh.
I don't know.
Did they stop?
Maybe
Did
it's
you-
nerves or something.
Did you
When
know
did they stop?
them?
It's like a day or two after I joined the team, really.
Strange.
They just really clammed up. I don't know why.
Do you know any of the... Are you aware of any of the previous time trials done with this car?
No. I mean, you could ask Jones about it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your time.
Do you think there's anywhere else that we could get us into, or do you think we've pretty much expended his
You
use?
think we want to... I think so.
Well, there's the place where the pit stop.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Just pick it up.
But I want to take a picture of this area.
Sure.
And the zombie guys.
Take out your
Like, I would ask the zombie guys to, make look like as if they're working on the vehicle, but I don't think they would. Make it look a bit more exciting.
After we
And they're like,
You tell them to smile?
yeah.
Sure.
They don't even recognize that you're talking. They don't even look at you.
Like snap, wave.
One of them just sort of glances at you.
Yeah. Oh. It's like, oh,
He's staring straight through you, a million miles away.
like I'm wearing red. No, I'm not. Sorry. It's like,
You've
oh,
seen that look usually on soldiers coming home from war.
I
That
recognize
1,000-yard stare.
this, this sounds like PTSD.
It's more just he's not really paying any attention to you. He's thinking about something real far away.
It's like, are you guys must be hard at work thinking about how to improve this engine.
Yes. He starts stringing out a line of basically driving technobabble, talking about modifications he's planning on making. Does anyone here want to try a mechanical repair spin?
I think I actually have this.
Sure. He seems to be talking about very, very minor, precise alterations to make the gap timing of the cylinders of the engine. This is not really something that's done typically. You've never heard of someone timing something like this? It's 1930 and engines aren't precise enough to read that kind of change. If the speed at which the pistons are timing is actually affecting the engine's performance, that's frankly stunning. Because it would imply, first of all, that they had somehow found 4 pistons which were completely identical. Which would take some doing.
As far as we're aware, those could be magic pistons. So
they
pretty much
probably are.
He seems really into this car, creepily into this car.
Okay, I think we're gonna
As he's talking, he keeps running his hand over it,
That's
tenderly.
not
Okay, take a few more pictures, and I think we'll.
No pictures.
Okay. Okay. What about just you guys? Just the team. Just the team. Okay.
He goes back to running his hand over the car
taking a
in
picture
a
of him and
disturbingly
yelling at the car.
caress-like motion.
Okay. So you take a picture of them, I guess. Okay. Okay. And
Are you taking a picture of them, by their car?
Yep.
He will try and grab your camera.
You said you could take a picture. Not very well, apparently.
No, he said no pictures of the car.
Yeah, but I
He
take
tries to
pictures
snatch
of
your
them.
camera out of your hands, but you stop him. He and the other one are now coming towards you. threateningly mean.
I think maybe we should go to the pits.
So I think we've overstayed
It's
our
like-
welcome.
It's like, stop.
One of them raises a crowbar and tries to hit you with it. That is only a 3 on your hit threshold. I don't think that hits you.
What
This is your hit threshold.
My hit threshold says 11. No, I don't have it listed.
What is your athletics?
My athletics is 0.
0. So you have a hit threshold of 3.
Okay.
He hits you for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
He just hit you in the ribs with like a pipe wrench.
Ow.
Okay.
It's like, oh, we're so...
The other guys in the building are like, "Whoa, what the fuck are you doing, man?"
It's like, we're sorry, we didn't mean to.
Brian,
Just wanted
the
to-
driver,
We'll hear from my lawyer.
grabs the guy with the pipe wrench, tries to hold him back. The other one is going to try and grab you by his throat. Would you like to continue standing in here? Would you
No.
like to do something
No,
else?
we're gonna go.
You can make me an athletics or fleeing test to get out of the way.
Okay, I'll spend 3 of fleeing.
Okay.
We're reporters. We're not unused to
I got
this.
4.
Okay. He is going to whip the wrench at your back as you're running away. Goes wide though. Clatters
It's
across
someone
the-
else.
Another gentleman, the guy in the jumpsuit, grabs him and is restraining him.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
They appear to be very surprised and confused about that behavior.
It's like, so, we didn't mean to. It was
Yeah,
just,
don't say anything, just like,
Brian's just like, "I'm really sorry. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them."
It's like, okay, we're...
Guys, simmer the fuck down.
no, maybe we should leave. We don't want to upset them anymore. They're probably just stressed because of the race. Why don't
They're
you show
like
us-
violently struggling, like they're trying to get at you.
Yeah, why don't we go to the pit?
I kind of got to deal with this right now.
Yeah, no. I think it's like, I think we're gonna go to the medical ward.
Go get
Yeah,
our...
And then
I
talk
should
to
get
some
looked
staff. We're gonna-
Didn't you,
They
like,
do.
break the rib?
Do they have track doctors at this time?
They do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we're gonna go see somebody about that.
You guys can de-ass the area, as it were.
By the way,
GTFO.
I'm gonna sue.
Good luck with that.
yeah.
Your fake name.
John, fake name of the fake profession of the fake reporting.
Well, I didn't expect it to go anywhere. Just something that will spook them.
And no money. No
okay,
money.
no, I think their reaction will be send a giant flying monstrosity after you. I don't think they're spooked.
No sue.
You can see the company. They seem mostly normal. This mostly just seems like those two guys. Anybody have assess honesty they want to spend?
I'm out of assess honesty.
I have 1 left.
I got some somewhere. There it is. Okay.
You have 4 still?
Yes.
Do you wanna spend
Okay,
it?
yeah, she gets to be
I
our
haven't
assess
used, like-
honesty.
It's investigative. You don't have to roll.
Okay, I'll spend one.
Sure. Brian Southpaw, the driver,
Yeah.
does not seem honestly surprised by that reaction.
Oh. Okay.
He actually seems like he's a little sad he has to stop them from beating the crap out of that guy.
Oh. Wait, being crap out of what guy?
That guy.
Okay.
Court.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, thanks
So
for your...
either he's a sociopath.
No, I think he's like... I think that's unfortunately typical behavior, and he's used to it.
But no,
Desensitized.
it's the sad to stop them that has been a qualifier.
Yeah, it's like as if
It's
you
more
have
like
this.
he kind of would prefer to join in,
Yeah.
but he's trying to keep up appearances.
Okay.
Okay, that's real creep. Let's go.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, we'll catch you. Not later. Run.
See you after the race. Winky face, run away. Hey, no need
Sorry,
to
what
burn
was the
any
driver's name?
Brian Southpaw.
Brian. I kept wanting to say Billy, but that's the guy who killed me.
I think now we go medical ward, question them, and then,
Gardner.
yeah.
Want to head toward the infirmary?
Yay!
You can head into that direction. Inside the building, see there aren't really anybody in here. Really empty corridors in the lounge.
What a
You could
great
probably
place for
sneak
it.
off if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Over you can see just toward the end. You can see Dr. Ken.
We'll just get him patched up so I don't have to spend any first aid on him.
What a great place for an ambush.
Yeah. You can all give me sense trouble.
Can I?
I'm sorry.
I was hoping that you enter a room with deserted corridors, but you clue.
I'm like,
I'll spend.
5.
I'm gonna spend 2.
9.
Okay.
Once
we got
Frisk gets
three.
that resolved, I think I'll just not spend. And possibly get beamed in the back of the head with micro. Ah, no, because we got our fancy hats on. Just get burnt instead.
But
Yeah.
it could actually just be.
yeah, can I-
It's like third corridor.
Four.
Yeah.
Alright, Captain 9, you are the last one walking toward the back of the group, and you notice that a couple of guys are making their way not so nonchalantly in the direction of you two, of your group.
Alright, everyone pull out your guns.
What? No.
Wait, what kind of building are we in?
A deserted one?
Fairly empty, it's just sort of...
Sorry.
But it's a permanent structure.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
permanent structure. You're
Is there a back
basically,
door?
you're in a hallway.
There should be another exit.
There are a couple of doors that lead into other rooms, and one of the rooms has a little sign on it that has like a little cross. Like, you're not sure what's in the other room.
Does it look like there's a window or another way
It's
out
a
of that
couple of
room?
windows, yeah.
A back door?
Let's just leave.
Back door, no.
And we're on the first floor?
Yep.
Out the window.
Okay, that would put you back into the racetrack.
yeah.
There aren't any exterior windows,
Yeah.
because there's
Oh,
there's a row of doors that lead into rooms. You would
yeah.
guess there might
well,
be
yeah, no, I'm
exterior
saying through
windows
one
in
of the
rooms.
through one of the doors. Of
Oh,
like,
our doctor came
in
back.
one of the rooms.
Guess where we are.
Actually, on our way to the medical ward.
Yeah. Okay, and possibly getting ambushed.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Okay.
We're already
might
might
have
have been there already.
You might have been.
Yeah. My vote
You
is.
just lied your way into the medical ward of the 500.
And we're already.
Claiming you're looking for doing some volunteer work or something for the 500. You heard there've been some injuries.
I vote the.
I'm just saying,
quickest
like,
way
the
out of
track
building.
doctor would be
The
the
quickest
usual-
way out of the building is straight back out the door you came from, back into the public area where there's a bunch of witnesses.
Okay, yeah,
That
let's go
actually
that
seems
way.
like a good plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
It's like,
We
excuse
just
us!
have to go through the people blocking the way. Okay.
No,
blocking
they're,
the way
they're
in.
walking towards you. They're not
Okay.
blocking anything.
Okay,
Let's go
So
find
it's
some
like-
nice
You noticed
people to
them
talk
just
to.
as you were like opening the door and heading in. You're like,
On second head,
What are
let's
those
go
guys
get
doing?
some.
I think you're feeling better. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go find some people to talk to.
you notice this guy wander out of the medical room.
Was he asking the track doctor about sudden deaths?
Possibly. You might have been actually inquiring about Milton Jones's death,
Yeah.
the race official who got run over.
Because if
Apparently he
anyone's gonna
died on
be-
impact. It was probably painless.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any like reassurance-y, medicine-y thing going on?
I have medicine, I do not have any more reassurance, and I have biology. I have intimidation left over.
I can assess honesty. Do you have any?
I have no points.
Okay.
the only one.
I spent basically all my interpersonal skills.
Nice.
Like the only
You
one
get a
with
feeling like the doctor when he's telling you about all the injuries and whatnot that Milton sustained. You get the feeling he might not be telling you everything.
Okay. I suspect he is corrupt. I am not going to draw any attention to that fact. 'Cause I don't want to die.
Good plan.
So you're just gonna find an excuse to get out of there, and suddenly you see three people. You see four people walking in.
I'm like,
dressed as reporters.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered. I have to go do a thing that's not
Yeah.
here.
I need to go recertify as a doctor. Sorry.
I just remembered. I need to go get my medical license unrevoked, and then
Yeah.
I can get right back.
Yeah.
Sorry. Totally forgot.
Devoked.
Yeah. So I'm Victor Vale. I believe this is Lois Lane of the Daily Star, and I'm Victor Vale from the Gotham Tribute, and
Apparently.
something Queen. I forget.
We got this.
Star
Star-
City News.
I am Dr. Arkham.
Amadeus Arkham.
Yes.
Okay.
I specialize in the serial killer variety.
You do know that
Why are you
Arkham
looking at a
is.
job as first aid, Ted?
Shit.
I'm taking a break from treating serial killers.
I'm still in university. I'm looking for course credit.
Okay. Anyway. Go.
I need money for my dissertation.
It's gonna
I'm Victor Vale, Vicky for short.
hustle along.
By the way, we are currently fleeing from nature.
We're not fleeing, we're just
Fleeing, you're
we're just seeing and then cash.
Nonchalantly walking away from
Yeah,
it.
Yes.
briskly walking away from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Those two guys who were heading over your way, they have swiftly busied themselves with other minor tasks.
We may have to.
So there's something in this building.
You notice that one of them is walking in a manner one would associate with having a gun. You're a trained soldier. You're pretty good at spotting when someone's armed.
Yeah. You mean like Pull out an elephant rifle. Did you bring that with you to the racetrack?
No. It's kind of.
No, he bought a ball.
Our current assumption is that you took the off-road vehicle with the gun mount and parked it outside somewhere.
Yeah,
Also, Jack Hadrian has wandered off somewhere on his own.
Yeah.
Of course, with a bucket of red paint.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna like.
Just
Yeah.
expecting he'll make a
He's going to
distraction.
provide a very nice distraction for us.
Invisibility. Wait, if they coated themselves in red paint, then could they just go through anything?
Yeah, but they
Well, you do know that
Well,
when
no,
Jack
no.
got bloody, he started going through to the center of the earth.
no.
Yeah,
It's
so,
the
yeah.
ground that got bloody. It's because he could go through himself. It was the thing. Like when he's red, you can face through him.
You could like do surgery on yourself. Like.
So then, I guess you could walk through anything if you're red all over. Because if somebody
thing
can
is
face
that
through you,
you would
that
also
would therefore.
walk through the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
No, you just don't. No.
You just
bottom
make
of
sure
your
the
feet.
bottom of your feet.
Bottom of your feet are fine.
Yeah, but then how are your bottom of your feet going to get through if they're not red?
Moving into the classic question of how does the guy with the phasing power walk through a wall without just falling through the floor?
Infinitesimal.
Infinitesimal layers of shoe just
Yeah.
appears you walk
Yeah.
there.
Well, like with Kitty Pryde, they basically
It's
said like
magic. It's
swimming
not going to
through.
obey
Yeah, but if he goes.
basic science.
Yeah, but if he goes through like
Infinitesimal.
bleeding
It's okay.
forward, then technically the surface of which he's going through would be facing.
It's
red.
magic.
Red. And
It
the
works the
ground
way you expect it to
theoretically
work.
would-
However, that is you expect it to work.
It's magic. And if that doesn't work, power love. It's okay.
Okay.
I think we should leave and get this film developed.
I do that.
I still want to talk to a gardener before they disappear too, because I don't think we're gonna come back here that easily.
Yeah, we're probably coming
Well,
back
I
here
think we're pretty
armed.
burned, so
Yeah.
we're coming back
What do you
here
mean?
at night.
What do you mean armed? The truck's right out there.
Alright, let's go speak with the gardener, and then let's leave.
Hopefully, when they're all on their break.
Oh, I can hide. I have conceal. I have lots and lots of conceal. I can hide the camera.
I do too.
Yeah, I can as well. Watch.
Or just the film.
Or just the film, actually.
Or
yeah.
just the film.
Yeah. Yeah. Let them smash the camera.
Other places you can investigate. There is the pit, which does have a number of people around.
Actually, yeah,
So there
I
are
want to
different
trade
there.
out the film.
Okay.
Just, you know,
When you open the back of the camera, you find there is smoke coming out of it. It appears the film has melted.
Microwave.
yeah. I should've
Almost as
checked
though
that
something microwaved your camera.
sooner. Yeah, I should have checked that when it first got hot.
We should wrap it like a baked potato next time.
Should I learn everything but the end of
Have fun trying to wrap the lens and have it still work.
everything but the lens.
Yeah.
Microwaves
No, it's like-
can go straight through a lens.
But you have to like
No,
aim
but-
it, right?
It's like the little tinfoil lens cap. It's like, okay, click, we're good, let's go.
Try to outtime the Eldritch Bloods.
Although, yeah, the other thing, because since we know the thing's burned, if next time we're being followed by suspicious people who are probably after us for the camera, you could always accidentally drop the camera in their line of sight, and like, like
mean,
sit
they
down
don't
on the
know it's
bench and
burned.
have it like, but the thing is, if they're
And the camera spontaneously combusts.
in case
Pretty sure
they're
quiet
after-
ones don't just regularly communicate with people.
Yeah, but in case it's the
hardly.
camera they're after, not us.
Not if you swear your whatever to them, probably.
Oh, quiet one.
Okay, going to a place with lots of people. The
Stand
pit.
in one.
Yeah, the pit.
If you head over to the pit, you can certainly do that.
Okay,
There's a couple of mechanics who are currently tuning up a car. For
are
a
they
race.
benched out?
Nope. They seem pretty relaxed.
Okay, they're normal
Chatting amongst
mechanics.
each other. Whistling at you when you wander up.
Like construction workers would.
Yeah.
We'll have her go chat with. It's a good thing this isn't Donna pre-adventure because she would have had
They're
them
all
shot.
overweight. They all appear to be from New Jersey.
Donna would have had them like taken up back and beat.
Wait,
for
if
their
you're from New
insults.
Jersey, then like, don't you look familiar?
She's from Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah, not New York.
yeah.
Yeah. But
You've got nice yams there. And I ain't just saying that.
Just smile and go talk to some drivers. Is there some drivers in the area? I assume.
Might be like one or two
Yeah.
loitering around. There's certainly one.
talk to the mechanics.
Yeah, Sir
Currently sitting
Sterling
up in
Moss,
some
he's never
padding.
going to amount to anything.
Anyway, there's a driver loitering around. He's putting on basically padding. There's some guys tuning up a car. There's a car.
At the moment, I'm just worried about not getting attacked by goons. So I guess
You
I'll
have question kind of thing. Further?
Yep.
Okay. As you're wandering around the grass, you notice there's a area where the grass is kind of discolored. You don't have to spend it. There's like a patch.
It's been freshly dug and then resodded.
No, it's more like it's just
Dying.
died.
It's like a dog peed there, and it's just dying
So
slowly.
radiation.
Possibly.
Stick your foot in it.
awesome.
You have biology.
Yes, I do.
Alright, it looks more desiccated, like it dried out.
Huh.
Just like stick your heel in that a little.
You want to go investigate it?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like the grass there. The grass everywhere else is like relatively well watered. This though, it's just like dried, dead desert grass.
It's like a square.
There's some dust in it. So I should squat down, fumble around a bit. Maybe.
Is that when the
Yeah.
person got dusted?
I will.
Oh,
Yeah, you find shuffling around. Yeah, there's definitely just like dust, which seems to be like ash.
looks like
And
human
you find
ash.
what looks like part of a belt buckle.
Yeah.
Just a little bent piece of frame. The deterioration on the part of it that's missing is like porous. It's not acid erosion. It's like it started dissolving from the inside out.
Okay.
You have no idea what could possibly cause something like that to happen.
Person
to
that
us.
got, yeah.
Poofed.
person
You can give me a
who,
stability check as you remember Requin's story and figure out what you've been running your hands around in. Ah,
It's ashes.
ashes of dead guy.
I work in the.
Not crematorium.
No. Alright. 4.
4? Yeah, alright, that's gross. You're more concerned about what would cause like that to happen to metal. Like that's not acid, that's not microwave radiation, that's not.
Yay!
I don't know what this is, but I'll pocket it and show it to the guys later.
It looks like the closest thing you can think of would be like Swiss cheese had been done to a piece of metal,
So it's like
but it's like
There's
really
little
small
worms.
micro.
there's little worms, tiny little magic worms that eat through
Somehow
it.
it became porous.
Yeah, basically.
so,
It gets superheated and then cooled again.
I think from a discussion with Trevor, I think I found out that there's more than one monster apart from the quiet ones.
Well, I mean, we know there's the big one that Daniel could have summoned.
Yeah.
And then we know there's that guy that vaporizes people.
Oh God, this is a contest between demons.
Yeah, let's just let them sort it out themselves. Let's just
I actually
No,
want to
what
see
we
them all
do
fight and
is
see
we
what
set up a
happens.
sniper post and just wait for the final
At
showdown.
night, wait, sniping all day. No,
No,
we're
no,
gonna
they're
go
trying
to
to
the
settle
pit
it
where
through
there's
a race,
people
right?
at.
Yeah, or I think
Which
we're already at
demon
full
is
head.
the better
Yeah.
engineer?
All right.
So did you guys hear?
Can I walk over to? Are the freshly dug patches along the track only, or are they anywhere else?
From poking around here at night that one time, you know that they are spaced around the track.
Yep.
If you wander around a bit, you can see that they appear to have been completed. There are some periodically crowded. Some of them appear to have had fresh sod thrown over them,
I wonder if they're
probably by a groundskeeper.
bodies.
But, like, you also know that there are a couple of holes in the center of the track that were larger.
Okay.
Summoning circle.
Sorry.
Are there
on the
trials going
track?
on current?
Loop track
Oh, right.
in the middle, like
Are there,
on the
people,
grassy area in the
are
middle.
there people currently driving around the track?
Not currently. Looks like someone's getting ready to.
I'll talk to them. and
I'd like to hop over to the center. I'm gonna watch from here. It's the safest place to be, actually.
It is.
No
Yeah.
debris.
What's the city that got
So you're going
poofed
off
in
on your
FFA?
own.
I'm
Away
going
from the
with
rest
him.
of the party.
Okay.
I'm a follower. I'm following this
We're
guy.
at the pit stop.
I'm the next closest thing to.
Yep. So you three are still hanging around at the stop. You wanted to walk up to the dark?
Yeah, might as well talk.
By the
to
way,
them
who's
forever.
holding
Give
the
him time.
powder?
Daniel.
He went off on his own.
I have no objection to you saying you have it.
Yeah.
You came here in the same car.
Yep. Oh, hey, but by the way, thanks.
I'll just borrow that. Don't even worry about it.
All right.
Don't even worry about it. Yep.
Actually, I have an idea.
Zombie Shatner.
So I'm gonna take some of that
Oh yeah, yeah. Just to see
That's actually kind of creepy.
different locations, just a little bit.
No.
Just,
They're not.
so if any of the buy ones ever
We
pass-
need the full thing
Yeah.
to get on the quiet one. We need it.
Not that any of
We
us
only
can see the
need a
quiet
little
one to
bit
hit
to be
them.
able to have
No,
this.
we need All of it.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, we don't want to split it up again. It was useless when we split it up.
Well, you still
it
got that
wasn't.
book.
It was.
Visions of the Little Queen. Someone else could read it.
It's not me.
No.
I need to heal people.
I plan on my character actually making it through the campaign.
I could just actually
Good
let
luck with
myself go crazy. I'm like, I wonder how this works. Oh.
I need to heal people. And so does he. We literally cannot do it, otherwise we're useless as healers.
Hey, Brendan, give me a sense trouble test.
Oh, great.
Taking too long.
I got nothing. 2.
Nice.
Here's
Quality.
my sheet.
Quality stuff. No, you're wearing tinfoil hats. You managed to vanquish that particular effect.
Okay.
That particular effect. But you got cancer now.
Alright, let's go to the center.
So you two are wandering off to the center.
You are gonna
Can I
get
make a
sniped.
sense trouble test?
You are gonna get sniped. It was like, pew! We're gonna hijack a race car and cream the hell out of it.
Well, at least my death
You
will
calm the race
prove
driver.
that somebody's actually trying to murder.
Those things are nuts.
Because there's no chance that debris could just randomly hit me in the center of the track.
Some kind of monster.
What if we get dragged underground? That'd be
What's
hilarious.
your current stability?
12.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Prize.
I healed you back up to full, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Or like 1 off?
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I noticed I only have 1 point left in psychoanalysis.
Yeah. Still got.
Don't mind what I'm doing.
Yep, don't worry.
Just gonna make a monster, right?
Just doing algebra.
No, something else. Don't even worry about it.
Just
You
gonna.
said your current stability is 12?
You're just
Yes.
gonna phase out of reality, go to another time, then phase back. Don't worry about it. Ain't no
Don't
thing.
even worry about it.
Ain't no thing. You're gonna get medical science from the future or the past.
Why would I want it from the past? I know the past medical sciences.
Well, it could be magic, brutal BS.
You rolled a 1
Kind
and
of sick
second.
to your stomach for a second.
Alright?
Must have had something bad for lunch. We don't eat, do we?
Kind of.
We're RPG
Yeah,
characters.
like you
we
kind of
don't
want to feel like you want to throw up for a second. Your mouth feels just like really dry.
Okay. Pull out my my flask. Take a swig.
I think he's getting nuked from the inside. Yes.
Don't worry about it.
I think that's a yes. That is a
Anyway,
affirmative yes.
so you three around the pit.
Affirmative
One of you
yes,
wanted to go
never
and talk to the driver, you said?
She's talking to the driver.
Well, her cover
li-
is she's.
I'd like to take the feeling of uneasiness and go, oh, I feel sick. I should go to the washroom. And just turn around.
Alone?
No. I'm like,
Your
come
bathroom buddy.
Your bathroom buddies. Let's go.
Can you yell? Does my breath
I have to
smell
go to the
baked
bathroom,
to
and
you?
so do you.
Yeah.
So do you.
It's like for the last time. I'm not
Scene from The
gay.
Simpsons where he knocks the dragon.
sorry.
Clumsy me. I just gotta take to the restroom. All of them in unison knock their cups. Clumsy us. We must also go to the restroom.
I'm gonna show you the belt buckle and just explain all that just happened. So yeah.
And risk
That's
us.
super weird.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And I was feeling a little bit parched there for a second, so I'm worried.
Yeah, maybe you should throw that away.
Not particularly.
The buckle?
Yes.
All right. Throw the buckle away.
Looks like a little bit rusty.
I throw the buckle away.
Did you just flush it? Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Did you just clog the toilet with a metal buckle?
You don't clog a toilet with a buckle.
Okay.
It's
No,
not
you
gonna
can
go
break
down.
the toilet. Try to flush it out. Yeah.
It's like toy.
It goes right into you, but it just launches.
Yay.
Water still pass through.
Not toilet paper.
until
Water.
the first person takes a dump and then
Yeah.
gets stuck on the buckle, and then you have a clog.
That's not my fault. It's a trap. Think about it. That's a great distraction.
That's
Why don't you
overflowing
just put a
toilet.
grenade down it already?
You have distracted one random person.
Yes.
And one.
We're very
And the
embarrassed
janitor.
person. Not even.
Okay.
That doesn't distract him though. That's just his day to day.
It's like, what were you
What's
doing?
your job? Toilets and boilers, boilers and toilets, and that one boiling toilet. Fire me if you dare. Yep. So you two have gone to the bathroom together.
He's not gay, he swears.
I'm just gonna drink some water.
Yeah, you're just pounding water at this point. You feel super thirsty. You can't figure out why.
Maybe we should bomb some stuff up.
Are you
See
alright,
what's in
dude?
there.
I think something's hurting me.
We should treat for
Feeling
shock.
like a pain in your back, like your lower back.
Maybe we should get like treat for
I would
shock.
like
and get
him
one of those
to.
You have medicine,
aluminum
yes?
blankets.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do.
Do you want to spend a point of medicine? Yeah, you specifically.
Okay, I will.
Okay, that pain, like really sharp, very painful pain in your lower back, you recognize as indicative of kidney stones.
How did it give you kidney stones?
I think it's more like they cooked apart your
Which,
kidney
from the
and now
span you
it's...
know, generally happens often when someone is severely dehydrated.
Yep.
It appears that something dehydrated you really fast.
Could you take a look in my nasal cavity, see if I breathed in any of that dust?
Possibly. Certainly some dust in there.
Yep, there's dust.
Well, I'm gonna go to the first aid station.
Looking at yourself
No,
in the
you don't
mirror.
want to go there. Look at
Never
this
mind.
there.
Looking at yourself in the mirror, you're like, cheeks are kind of sunken. Like it looks like you've been starved.
Just chug that washroom water.
Come on.
The water helps a lot.
Just chug that washroom water.
I keep drinking it.
Yep. Meanwhile, you went off to talk to the driver?
I had no specific investigative inquiries. It's just mostly she's trying not to
Can I
take
set up a
suspicious and
saline
she's pretending
drip?
to be a society reporter.
You can give me preparedness to have a saline drip. That's not something you're
I
going to
have
carry
an
around.
IV with me.
Certainly have like needles and stuff. A bag of saline is a bit odd.
I'll make a bag of saline.
You could if you wander over to like the craft service area.
Okay, wait. Preparedness. 3.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
You're not
Saline
gonna
drip.
have a bag.
You also have the post.
He's still holding it from when he was in the.
You're just holding it like this,
I'm
too,
like-
because you don't have it on yet.
I was like,
Walk standing there with a bag, like, yep.
so much better. And like holding up with the same hand that's like, and I was like,
You three
Yep.
can give me sense trouble tests.
We'll spend one.
We're so dead.
One as well.
2.
6. 2.
You notice something, it's not, like, innately frightening, but it's kind of weird.
Okay.
Nearby, over by one of the mechanic garages, there's a guy working on a car just by himself.
That's
Like, he's not wearing a team insignia or anything. His car doesn't have any insignia on it. It looks like a pretty stock car you would just see on the street, but he appears to be working under the hood of it.
On the track?
If I'm talking
No,
to
off the track.
If I'm talking to a driver, I'll like motor. Is that one of the cars in the race? Doesn't look like the rest of the types of cars out
That
here.
one? Yeah, that's Edsel Ford. He's
Ford.
a bit weird. He just showed up. He's taking the time trial. I mean, I don't know. He's some enthusiast. It's just him, though.
Jeffrey, do I risk walking
team?
outside holding the
Nope.
saline
No,
bag?
as far as I know.
sponsor, no,
Not as
no
far as I know.
fancy big company engine that you know.
I wonder how he's gonna do. Do you know when he's doing his time travel?
Should be right after me.
Oh, you're doing a time travel now?
Yeah, it was.
Did you hear about the remarkable
yourself.
time that Brian kid got?
I did. I'm not seeing myself beating that, but hope
Fair.
you qualify.
Fair.
With any
He's also-
luck, he'll screw up and go over the wall at some point during the race. That's currently my hope.
You know, I'm
Be
a
like a
fairly
rock tornado.
seasoned mechanic. I could take a look for you.
I got a mechanical team already. You want to spend a reassurance or anything like that?
Sure, I'll spend insurance.
You talk about your credentials. You've flown your own airplane for years.
Don't get
Keeping
killed
that
while
in
working
repair.
there.
It's like, yeah, you know, yeah. Why don't you come take a look at it? Just take you over to his car. They're tuning it up. You can click it open. Poking around in the engine, you don't find any mysterious sigils or anything to suggest it's been unnaturally modified. You do a couple of things you could probably do to repair it, to make it work better. It looks like the mechanics he's got are serviceable, but they're not used to like race mechanics. They're more accustomed to just working in normal cars.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of alterations you can make where, like the way it's currently set up, the engine will last like a long time. Race engines are not usually meant to last a long time. They're meant to burn out quickly.
Yeah, this isn't tuned.
They've tuned it more conservatively than usual.
This is more tuned for day to day. This isn't tuned for like racing and stuff.
You could give me a mechanical repair test if you want to try and retune it.
Sure.
Red line
Spend
it.
some time doing that. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Spend 3.
Okay. 4.
You don't make it worse.
Wait, what was the difficulty?
5.
I would have, if I knew that, I would have spent more.
That's kind of the point of not knowing, though.
Yeah. It's as you're getting into it and starting to move some of the bits around, you start to realize that like a couple of these parts aren't standard parts. Like they've taken them probably from other cars. They've ad hoc them. You would guess these are guys who are working on a budget.
No sponsor, huh?
Not really.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Cleveland. That explains everything.
Yeah.
You realize, yeah, with the layout of this particular engine and the mods they've made to it, you're not confident you could tune it correctly without damaging it. You can certainly tell them what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck in the race, Pat. Point us in the direction of the German team.
They're gone.
Oh God.
They like left or something.
Some of them got
They just
kidnapped,
didn't
so
show up someday.
Oh.
Like suddenly, or
Yeah, I don't know. They dropped out of the race. Like they turned in like resignation paper, but then they just left.
when was this? And where were they working?
Over there, they point us at the garage where those weird collection of guys wandered in.
Oh yay!
Yeah, maybe we should look into that.
Yeah,
Oh
no shit.
yay! Okay.
I'm sure that won't end bad.
Yeah. But you know we're gonna anyway. Reason.
What's your character doing there, Amber?
Well, the driver he was talking to is presumably just gone off to do his time trial. I'm not staying here by myself,
But if
so
you're like, good luck
going
with
to the
your
garage.
time trial. What?
Yeah, she's just gonna flirt with all the drivers.
Do you want to go with the garage with the one lone guy in it, or the one where those 6 guys disappeared?
Well, we'll go to the lone guy because one is still better than 6 that aren't.
You sure about
apparently
that?
there.
She's going wherever she's going.
You sure about that?
How about you, Thor? Are you going with it?
One guy did
Alone
disintegrate a
is
guy.
bad. Going where they are
Yeah,
is
but
bad.
we'll get
So
pounced on by 6.
I'll take the one of lesser evil to go with them.
It's okay. Hopefully he'll just
Wait,
make one.
you actually decided to go with us?
I know, I'm shocked too.
Hey, I make
this ever
mistakes,
happened
but I
before?
learn.
He's interested and looking at that guy's car.
I'm sorry we were locked in the bathroom, Jeffrey.
You're still feeling like crap, but you can probably move around and whatnot.
I don't want to walk around holding a knife like a saline bag above my head.
You just put it in your hat or something.
But then there's a tube running down from my hat.
You run it under your jacket like you would run it at headphones.
It's still.
You run it down the back of your shirt.
You don't fall- you
There's
don't
just a
have
little
long
bit of
hair.
tube right there. It's barely noticeable.
Just put on a scarf.
That's where you like put your ponytail
You could put on a
over.
scarf
Yeah.
in August. That won't look weird at all.
I put on a driving scarf.
Wait, I got it. I got it.
Pretend it's a little
Speed
shit.
racer.
No.
Unfortunately, he looks like James Dalton, which means he doesn't have long hair.
People who pop their collars in suits are heathens. I do not do so.
Interestingly, folding your collar down is a fairly modern innovation. Throughout almost all of history, collar up was standard.
Yeah.
I have a trench coat.
Like
All
that
right.
was just how a collar sat.
All right,
Hat.
I will do that.
Say, hold up, something's clogging it.
How dead am I?
I don't know. Depends.
Maybe we should get him looked at like in the infirmary.
No.
Yeah, you should totally, the two of you should totally just walk down that fairly deserted hallway where that doctor who wasn't being straight with you was.
Yeah,
That's
no.
another lead.
It's like, hello, I'm Mr. Trap.
Alright, so there's the infirmary.
Hi, Mr. Chap. These 2 armed gentlemen, 2 surprisingly armed gentlemen.
It's dangerous.
What's this? An
There
elephant
is
rifle?
the,
You're not an elephant.
Place, the place those guys went.
I'm sure you'll be fine if I hit you with this. You're not an elephant.
It'll go right
Garage
through.
of people.
Really, it will. Okay.
Garage of people. What other obvious points of danger are there? Wait,
All of them.
There's the garage of people. There's the 2 guys you saw break
Everywhere
off
we
towards
go,
you.
there will be danger.
Middle area
To some
looks like
degree.
The middle area of the racetrack.
For
is that
various
okay?
reasons.
Everyone wants to kill us.
The middle area of the
Nothing is
racetrack
safe.
has somebody or something protecting it.
Okay, so infirmary, garage of people.
Yeah, just put like a
middle
holy cross
of the
there.
racetrack.
Nothing happened when you wandered over there
I
that
wish
one
I was a
night.
clergy.
You guys can't get in.
Probably because
I think it's because
it's
somebody's
Whoops.
aware
Smile of,
and is awake and like looking
holy
at me
water.
do that.
Oops, I just sprinkled holy water. Oh.
Did I just
keep spilling
sprinkle holy water on your...
You could roll preparedness to have holy water.
Really?
I mean, if I,
Yeah,
pretty sure if I drink the holy water, it'd be better.
it does look refreshing.
I think
Full of oils,
Yeah,
good for my tum tum. That's doctor speak.
that's professional medical training there.
I don't
My
know.
tummy hurts.
1.
My tum
Four.
tum has a boo boo.
Got 4.
Where did you go?
Yeah, sure. You have a bottle of holy water.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I nicked it from Victor von Wolfgang.
Yeah, he might have holy water around.
It's from the River Jordan.
Yep.
That'd be a higher spec. But
It was just labeled Jordan, so...
it's actually just the tears of someone named Jordan.
We have a lot of options, and most of them are dangerous.
always...
No.
They're always going to be sort of dangerous. But... Oh,
You'd almost
So-
think you were where the bad guys hang
So
out.
I guess we're
Damn
gonna meet up with you guys and join you in the watching this guy work alone on a car. That's weird.
Telepathically
Okay.
communicate. Oh well, no. I'm
No,
a
they
society
get out
reporter
and they
reporting on
see us
drivers.
going over.
So it would make sense that she'd want to talk to this
Yeah,
anomalous character.
We
Certainly
heard,
head over there.
Wait, hold up.
we heard
By the way,
your last minute...
we've stirred up some waves. Chances are this night we might meet something.
Yep.
A certain something that's big, flies, and has really painful, pointy
He's
things.
got an
on it.
elephant rifle.
It's okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
why they
talk
have
it's-
the off-road...
No, there, that.
It's like-
Why? Not the elephant rifle. The Browning machine gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
and flares. It's like, here it comes. Flare in the face.
Anyway, you three are wandering over to a isolated mechanic, bent over a car. He's
Hey.
working on something.
Nice.
He just sort of glances at you momentarily, goes back to work.
Oh, we heard your last-minute entry.
Yep.
Shit, that's all I had.
Mechanical repairs. You wandered over there?
Yep.
You don't recognize that engine.
Huh.
That looks like... That's certainly not the engine this car comes with.
It's like
Who's that? I don't recognize it.
I made it.
Oh, wow. Impressive.
I'm writing a feature on the various drivers in this race, and you sound absolutely fascinating. No one seems to know where you came from. You've got no one behind you.
Underdogs, wins.
Love to hear your story.
I'm from Atlanta.
Are patents a thing, sir? Are patents a thing, sir?
Yes.
Have you signed any patents? That's pretty impressive.
No.
You designed this yourself. Did you go to school for design, for mechanical engineering?
He pauses for a bit, looks up for a while. Yes.
The heck was
0
that?
point assess honesty. That was a lie.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even trying.
So
He's been
Edsel
focused.
Ford was the name we were given
Yep.
before? Edsel is a weird name. Family name? It's an unusual name.
It's a German.
No, I'm from Atlanta.
Why don't you,
Was your family originally from Germany?
No.
I'm from Atlanta.
why did you want to, like, what inspired you to enter this race, to build this yourself?
Did he really come from Atlanta? I kind of doubt this now.
I'm most certainly from Atlanta. I'm most certainly not from the hellspawn from the deep below.
Is that what you say to him?
I'm not there.
Oh.
What? Isn't he?
No,
oh, yeah.
we're
They're
just
currently nursing his ass back down. He twists something in the engine and it starts, which is odd. Most people don't start an engine while their hands are in it.
That was close,
You,
eh?
looking at that engine, all of you can give me a stability test.
Son of a bat muncher. Aha, I got a 5.
2.
I don't know how
Nice.
cars work.
You fortunately are occupied talking to him, so you're not paying attention to what the engine does while it's running.
Okay.
As it's running, it looks like parts of it are like liquefied metal flowing through each other, moving around. It's like a bag of gears and teeth has decided to just swirl around. This is not an engine at all. You don't know what the hell this is, but it's like an amalgamation of bizarre things that cannot possibly intersect with each other.
Okay.
There are parts where, for example, levers and gears will pass through other parts of it, rotating around. You can all lose 3 stability, except you, because you weren't looking at it. Then he turns something else, and it goes still again. It looks like an engine again. He taps the wrench against his head and goes, 14 more. He starts fiddling.
Wait, what did he say?
14 more.
Okay.
I'd like to think that she did seem to just carrying on the Agnes Gertrude Mallory tradition of not giving any fucks.
0 fucks.
Just
Look,
like, well,
I got a
got
bucket of
anything.
fucks to give in a day, and it's empty, and it's been that way since 1925.
Anyone
She's
got anything?
expecting this
I
kind of
haven't had
nonsense.
time to go to the fuck store.
I have not purchased any fucks recently.
How does that work?
Oh, well, here. He directs you to start fiddling with the engine. He starts talking about mechanical principles that don't make any sense to you. Starts telling you about ways of combining metals and the like that also don't make any sense to you. You can give me another stability test.
This kind of sounds like a book I read.
It does sound a bit like a book you read. You read the book?
Yes.
Yeah, you can lose 1 stability.
Oh, sorry.
The
What-
informative, not
This
crazy
guy
book.
knows a lot about things that don't seem to obey the laws of physics. And he seems pretty cavalier about talking about them.
Sounds like something.
He also does not seem crazy.
Did you discover this yourself, or
Oh, no, me and the rest of us.
The rest of you?
so this group?
Yes? They're not here, though, right now.
Right now, but so they're in the area that's not present.
Oh, not around here, no.
They're in Atlanta.
They're like in this other
Are they on
space.
this corporeal plane?
You're actually
Yes.
Okay, just one
Now
question.
we seem crazy.
I've been talking to some interesting people lately.
But this
It's a weird
happened to be I can't put this in an adjective.
Have you
I can't
ever
put
heard
this
of
in a-
Albert? I can't start. Start.
Sorry.
Oh, the German.
Yeah.
Yes. Unfortunately, we haven't.
Oh,
Yes.
He was useful.
so it's useful.
Did you knew
Sounds
of that?
demony.
Not personally.
So why did you
I
decide
was not
to
the one who was with him.
How could you be with him? That
Yeah,
was
that's the no
that was a long time ago.
no. Yeah.
I'm still he seems sane, I'm still
When you say
going.
that was a long time, he would pause and goes, oh, yes, I suppose.
Yeah. How old are you?
Not sure.
Any idea what year you were born in?
He actually reaches into his pocket, takes out a wallet, opens it,
You just
looks at it and says, 1970,
yeah.
then closes it.
So that'd be BC.
Okay.
Oh, no, it would be 80, I presume.
Seriously?
Yes, that's what he says.
I like this
He
guy.
says 80, I presume.
Just a second, out of character.
is it
I like this
39?
guy.
I like this guy too, actually.
39 right now?
Currently 32.
So he's 15.
According to the license info, apparently.
So what
It does not slip your notice looking at the license. That's not a picture of him.
yeah. It's
Like, it doesn't
what
even
brings
look
you-
like him.
So why
You might want to contact the guy who gave this to you. He didn't do a very good job.
Oh.
or
He tosses the wallet aside.
I
Or
know
you
some
should
guys,
let us
if you need
contact him.
If you
Is it a name we recognize and we
He
pick
reaches in his pocket again and takes out a different wallet.
Okay.
Opens that one
How
to
many-
another license, which does not look like him, and gives a different date. He says, "Is that one better?"
does it look better?
Can we
Yeah.
It's like about right, but the picture still doesn't look like him.
You might want
Yeah.
to try again on the picture, but the rest of it looks fine.
the key is to find
He takes both of his thumbs onto it and starts moving it around. The picture starts like melting and reshaping. You can all give me a stability
Yeah,
check.
we're just gonna go slowly and say.
Isn't it great being in the washroom? Well, this washroom is great.
Does it help that I'm
Six
encouraging
after
to
the
make these-
engine,
Five.
I'm okay.
No.
Can I spend a
Six
stability?
after the engine, I'm okay.
Can I spend a stability so I don't
Do we find ourselves
mind,
an
I'm just gonna roll
immortal
that.
friend?
2?
2 and
5.
6.
okay. You can lose 3.
Yeah.
You're on par with us now.
That's super weird.
Yeah.
To be fair, had you spent the 3 to not lose it, it would have been
Yeah.
the same.
Well, I would have spent. I probably would have spent one. Or
I
two,
can't
so.
keep my mouth shut. How did you do that?
Oh, it's simple enough. They're just pigments. They move around easy enough.
I would
Well, why did
fascinated
you?
to learn how that works.
Yes, and I would.
He takes one of his thumbs and unscrews it,
Yeah. I'll just, I just knock the
where you
stability
can see
off.
a joint where it
Yeah.
appears to be mechanical, and takes it off. You can give me a stability check again.
Yeah.
I love that you continue talking to this guy.
He's amazing.
There's a maximum
Six.
of how much stability I can lose in a single scene.
Yeah, it's 8.
Is that a cocked die? I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
is.
a cocked die.
6. I mean 5.
Doesn't matter.
5.
Nice. You
How
can
many-
lose 5.
How many hits is the max you can lose in a scene?
You just hit it.
Yeah, okay.
You're basically just going, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Now I'm sure I'm in a dream sequence.
Inside his thumb, the screwed off thumb, you can see incredibly tiny, intricate wiring, far tinier than anything you've ever seen made.
Okay.
So, out of curiosity, what made you? What is your
made you?
purpose? No, what is the purpose of you joining the race?
Oh, I'm trying to prevent the portal from opening.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's actually kind of expecting something about that, like that. So those holes in the ground, is there, say, dead bodies buried in those?
Not as far as I know.
Okay.
Do you know of the holes in the ground?
Where?
Yes, they're
Where were the
stabilizers.
portals?
Yeah.
Stabilizers.
In the middle,
In the middle.
Yeah.
between the two attuners.
Okay, so you know about
Alright.
the quiet ones.
The ecto?
What?
The ecto?
The ecto?
The rainbow blobs.
Yes,
Yes.
the ecto.
Ecto, okay. That's good to know they have a real name. Now, quick question.
Are you on good terms with them?
Not particularly.
What are you hoping to prevent by stopping the portal from opening? What happens when the portal opens?
We'll bring them back
Bring back
off the wavelength we locked them away on.
what? What do you
The
lock away?
ecto.
The ecto? Okay, awesome. So I'm totally down with this plan. How do we help?
Well, currently I just need to finish work on this. I'm going to run this around to disable the entrance to prevent the hopefully.
All right.
It does have to do with runes around the track.
Yeah. I'm reminded to be that.
You guys can give me another stability test.
Do I even bother?
As, yes, because this one is to avoid losing sanity.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, 1. There goes sanity.
4.
4 is not good enough.
Yeah.
Alright.
How many do
I really love this bathroom.
You guys, those of you who did not make 5,
Son of a...
so everybody can lose 4 stability and 1 sanity. Unless you have already lost 8.
Yeah, whatever.
As you realize, there's apparently some plan to open a portal
Yeah.
that will bring these weird spectral
To
creatures
be
into the
fair-
physical plane.
To be fair, we were expecting something of that nature.
It's kind of
Well,
unnerving to have
that's
some
what I
random
thought
guy,
it was anyway.
some random robot guy, cavalierly explain
Yeah,
it.
so question, now...
Do you work for a
Are you
secret
from the
benevolent
future or the
organization?
past? Like, your tech there seems way...
Oh, the past,
The past. Okay, so just they had much better tech than we have now.
I suppose.
They had much better understanding of BAM.
Okay.
Is there a mark on your butt that says "Made in China"?
You're still not there.
Are you part of a secret benevolent
Society.
society?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm not
You know, I'm
entirely
this plan
sure
something
Does
that...
anyone have Cthulhu mythos they want to spend?
I have.
Yes, I will.
Yes, you do it! You spent
The
that
third time, dude.
Do it.
Going down
I
to
want
4.
know.
You got
How many points of that do you have?
1, it just keeps recovering.
It hasn't replenished. It replenishes once per adventure.
Yes.
You spent it already in this adventure. You get power.
yes.
Do you have one?
You've done
You
it
don't have
twice.
But he had one from the first adventure and one from the second one.
No, he's done it twice.
No.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
He didn't gain extra points. The point refreshed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought
Between
people got... I
adventures.
thought was the one that
Alright,
we weren't
no.
here for, I thought they got build points from that.
No,
Damn.
we got
you,
build points.
You can't put build
build
points in mythos.
Well, I thought they...
You get it by
assumed when
reading
they-
weird books or playing with baby heads that whisper into your mind.
I assumed when they,
I think
did that
she's
thing-
got one then.
Yeah, I got a point of Cthulhu mythos. So,
Spend
well, I'm already pretty insane. Let's just...
Sure.
Let's roll with
Loses
this.
sanity.
I'm kind of down for her just joining this.
As you realize what this guy is.
It runs in
Yeah.
your family.
He is one of the great race of Yith. A strange conical creatures that live in the ancient past, had advanced technology. Their civilization was wiped out a long time ago. To avoid this, they are capable of projecting their minds
these things.
forward in time to inhabit the mind of someone else.
And send somebody
And
back.
that
right?
person goes back.
Yeah.
They are from a place called Nakotis, which is the name of their civilization. It is known to have grand libraries full of bizarre magical tomes and strange mechanical devices. What you know of their general mentality is they are less hostile to humans than most creatures.
Good enough. Good enough.
They
Works
are
for
not,
me.
however, benevolent by any stretch of the imagination.
Good enough.
They have what they're trying to do is find a place where they can project themselves to the future that is the identical climate to the one they come from. So basically, they need human civilization to die off in a specific way
Yeah. So not
in order
you got
to
time.
make their own time happen.
So global warming.
Yeah, kind of. Not necessarily
Or
that,
nukes
but
everywhere.
similar.
So
Basically, they need to find a way to wipe out the things that killed their race, which are called flying colors.
flying polyps.
Yeah,
Okay, but the point is, he doesn't want the human race to die now.
not currently.
Yeah, I'm
enough.
down for supporting these
He
guys.
will want you to die eventually.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be in my lifetime, so I don't care.
And from what he's telling you, it sounds like they were involved in whatever Sartre was doing back before he died.
All right.
You mentioned he said he wasn't the one with him. That implies that someone took Sartre's brain,
All right. So.
which is probably who wrote that book.
All right. So.
Thanks for
The
that.
title makes a bit more sense. Shifting organic matter through a spectrum. It sounds like the Yithian guys are the ones who originally took these ecto things and locked them on a different wavelength.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
Thanks.
So.
Apparently, they're trying to keep it that way.
There.
You would guess very highly that any cultists who find out about this guy are going to try and murder the shit.
Okay. So we're not good. So. We're gonna want to keep the. You're not doing a very good job hiding yourself here. Just gonna throw that
You
out.
need a pit crew.
Hire
this man a pit crew.
You might need some help with
Blending
that. But assuming you just
You're
need to get on
lying.
this track right now,
You lied shit.
can,
You lied
you're
poorly.
about to do your.
Oh,
turn.
I need to take some readings by going around.
Okay, and then what do you need to do from there before you can stop this from happening?
I'm not certain.
Okay.
I'm not certain what I'm really need to do.
If say you got murdered, what could we do to help?
Well,
If your physical form ceased to exist. Here.
Cease to be living.
Yeah, cease to be.
because
He
I'm
does.
not certain.
if
I am
we
not certain of your capabilities.
because we think there's some people here who are helping the insert name of creature
Ectos.
Ectos.
Someone wants them here, and they have a larger sphere of influence than you, and they probably lie better than you too.
Oh, the cultists.
Yes, the cultists. If we found you,
I can deal with it.
okay. They also
Ow.
seem to have some kind of giant crazy bat monster.
He reaches into his coat and pulls out a thing. It looks kind of like a gun.
Okay,
I'd
let's just
like
keep that
that
away
guy.
till the cultists are.
You have a
Not
spare
sure
one?
what it is.
You
Let's
have a spare one?
Sure. He hands it to you.
Yeah! This is gonna
Can
come.
you physically hold it to fire it?
Baffling. Yes. Okay. He's inhabiting a human body. Shaped to fit a human
Yeah.
hand.
Just make sure she knows how not to shoot herself with it if you.
It's fairly simple enough.
Point shoot?
Oh, don't pull that.
Okay. Point and wish away.
He indicates a little lever on the side of it you're supposed to pull.
So it's like point and lever.
He also indicates a knob on the side of it which he recommends not adjusting.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Should you really be the one firing the crazy firearm?
Better her than me.
I don't know what it does. What does this do?
Oh, it projects energy.
Wait, I meant.
It's a ray beam.
Oh, okay.
Or a ray gun, sorry.
Okay.
Ray beam.
I have now prepared. This
hey,
is totally
you
a
didn't
dream
by any
sequence.
Chance, you didn't by any chance dust anyone recently. How long have you been here?
Oh, a few days.
Did you eliminate any cultists earlier? Perhaps with a ray beam?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Ray
Do you
gun.
know? Okay. Do you know what would
It's
have
not a
the?
ray gun.
Do you know anything that would have the capability to
What a ray gun is.
vaporize someone? Since he's being
It
perfectly
showed the belt
honest.
buckle, but someone flashed it.
Vaporize? Oh, a few things. Superheating would certainly vaporize something. He's just listing a couple of things.
Something
Okay, this sounds
You
delightful.
have physics, don't you?
I have to
Yes, I used
You
it.
realize he's using the literal interpretation of the word vaporize as in convert into a vapor?
Okay.
He may not have recognized what you meant.
Okay. Okay. Like made someone turn into ash.
I'd like to.
Oh, that's different.
I'd like to make sure that
Several
from the
things.
inside.
Basic magic.
having this
Say
conversation.
metal death.
we've been having this conversation for a while.
Yep.
Can I roll a sense trouble to make sure we aren't being? I'm just worried that cultists are standing outside the door listening to our lovely conversation. I've spent 2.
Sure.
It's more like the ecto know. I'm pretty sure they know.
5.
Oh,
The
well,
ecto
duh.
no. The ecto no.
Yeah.
The ecto no. 5.
5. You don't notice anyone paying undue attention to you. There's like a couple of people around the lot who are looking at you guys, but no one's like close enough to be overhearing your conversation.
But maybe, did they see
What
him
you
pass
do
our
notice is
gun?
patting your pockets, like your handkerchief is missing.
My handkerchief is missing.
Yes.
Oh, voodoo.
What does your
One
handkerchief
handkerchief.
have?
Apparently I had a handkerchief and it's now missing. Yeah.
Sure, you have in your bag like your makeup kit and stuff. You're also missing a hairbrush.
Yeah, so a personal item and hair
Yeah.
is missing?
Yeah, you have a cult, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. So, hey, wait a second. But I'm wearing a wig. It's established that I'm blonde. I would still have my hair on the brush. Never mind.
You can ask
You
her
could
if
give
there's...
me a preparedness roll to see how frequently you clean your hairbrush.
I will spend a good 4 points on that. Do I need to roll?
Yes.
5 points on that.
Do I need to roll
The
down?
difficulty is 8, if you're curious.
6 points.
I'm basically working on something that most people don't clean their hairbrush.
I have a hairbrush in my
totally
purse,
do.
and I clean it out every time before I put it back in
gross.
my bag. So, bullshit, sir. Bullshit.
Also, her and her hairbrush.
Also, you haven't been home in like 2 days. Your character, I mean.
This hairbrush lives in my bag.
Has he?
It's probably got some hair. Yeah, it's got a couple
Yeah.
hairs on it. Damn it.
They're really hard to clean.
6.
Okay.
12, sir.
You did clean your hairbrush there.
I am familiar enough with the cultism.
She dipped it in
I-
ammonia. And like,
Well, screw those.
It
So
keeps me
I
blind.
choose to assume it's more you're rich enough that you don't reuse hairbrushes.
Buy a new hairbrush.
Just buy new ones.
This is nonsense.
Use them once and then burn them.
It's ivory. It's okay.
It's ivory. It's a renewable resource.
I got more.
What
Yeah,
is your
so-
current stability?
Mine?
Yep.
4?
4. Awesome. No bonus, but he can still do it.
Son of a batch of cookies. So, pro tip, guys, I might be getting voodooed.
Oh, possibly. Don't even worry about
I
it.
appear to be missing a personal
are you
item
the
and
only one
hairbrush.
getting voodooed? I'm pretty.
Is anybody else missing hair follicles, hair, and a personal item? Just do a quick pat down.
I want to say I have a weave, but
So your current 4, yes?
Yeah. Oh, I will point out
That's
that I did clear my hairbrush.
we got a rough day and
That just means he doesn't get the bonus.
Yeah.
He can still target you with the personal item.
somebody putting a curse on you.
I need to get these points out of bureaucracy. They're not doing me any usefulness.
Amber?
Yeah?
Donna can lose 6 health points and 6 rating points of health.
So lose your max. Lose your
Yes.
max by 6.
Your skin starts shriveling, the skin pulling back from your
Ah.
flesh as you feel like you're dehydrating rapidly.
How many
can you
points
help
of
with
permanent
this?
points did I-
Sand is starting to like pour out of your ears, nose, mouth, and eyes.
How many permanent points did I lose?
6.
6.
Ah,
Like,
yeah.
hi, can you,
You're not
Yeah.
Asian. What is this?
What?
You said I which is the Asian oh no.
You two can give me stability tests.
What about
You
Mr.
collapse
Egghead.
to the ground. You are unable to speak.
6,
It
I'm
feels
good.
like sand is pouring through your throat. Holes are opening in your skin. Dust pouring out of them. What is your current health? Keep in mind that's lose 6 rating points and then take 6 damage.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
it's 12 total.
you're basically 12.
so -1.
Yeah, I'm at 0.
All right,
She was
Zero.
No, I was
are-
already down 1. I'm at -1.
you are
-1.
so mad.
I'm
Roll.
gonna just like
Wait,
wave
wait,
at the
Desperately gasping.
Before that, roll for consciousness.
Yes.
Difficulty 1.
Yep.
Somebody asked
not
the
hard,
nice
but yes.
monster to help.
No, I am. I'm like, hi, do you,
Five.
You are
Five.
What did you
conscious.
two get on your
I got a
stability
6.
One.
Nice.
I got a 6, I'm good.
Awesome.
I'm like, dream sequence.
I really love this bathroom.
You can lose 5.
This is totally a dream sequence.
I'm gonna lose
Wait, have you
Donna
lost
You
to
can
it
also
John.
roll stability again.
I'm gonna lose Donna
I
to John.
have.
Can I lose any more
Just lose
stats?
8
Yes.
of your max.
Ah,
At this
damn it.
point.
So I'm at
It's a new
6.
6.
Or
All
your
right.
max.
Yeah, she was.
You're
Whatever
too
you
busy
were
being
at,
in
yeah.
pain. It feels like
Yeah, this
your
covered.
skin is
I was
just
like,
shrinking
here.
down to like just barely bones with leather over them almost.
That's what
Yeah.
it feels
your
like.
hair
to
is
me.
So this is what was happening
Your
to
hair
him,
is
but it just
falling
got a
out.
lot
Yeah,
worse.
except he rolled properly on this one.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you
Okay.
didn't have a stability of 12 when he tried to target me with it.
Thanks, Vivian.
This is
Hey, I only lost ability in this scene.
It's
do we help
because
her?
we lost stability
I
in this scene.
know. Oh, I don't know. I'm not greatly familiar with human anatomy.
Thanks.
He seems woefully unconcerned about your condition. Shocking.
Can I say my sailing trip is finished now?
Yeah.
And may I now walk about?
Yeah.
Is there any
You
way?
head out of the bathroom. There are 3 men standing outside of it. With bats and knives.
Do you just comically?
You can
close
actually
the door?
both give me sense trouble to see if you avoid being jumped by them.
I lost Donna to genre savvy.
I got a 9.
2.
I come out with my gun out. That.
Alright, yeah, you hear people just as the door opens, and you can get your gun out quickly enough to actually do something first.
Okay.
There are 3 of them.
Right. I'm going to suggest you just let us leave.
Just shoot them. Just shoot them. Just shoot
They're going
them.
to attack you.
I'm like, just
You
shoot
can take
them.
a free shot on one of them
Alrighty.
At this point.
This is where
against a
Daniel
hit
summons
threshold
the
of
monster.
1
In
for a
daylight,
shot
so
that
it
does
just
triple
walks.
damage. That's what happens if you try to bum rush someone who's pointing a gun at you.
Yeah.
Pro tip, don't do that.
Wait, does it go through one and then another?
No.
He lines it up. He's playing Call of Duty. He's like 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Should learn to separate.
Open your mouth.
Oh wait, there's a wait. What? Sorry.
All 3 of them are bum rushing you, basically.
So just
Okay,
take
you
a
can
shot.
shoot one of them.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
you'll
They're
murderalize.
treated as having a hit threshold of 1, which means you basically hit automatically.
Okay
Yes,
then.
just
And
roll
you do an
damage.
attack that does triple damage.
So I think just roll damage.
Yeah, basically.
Let's go to
Okay,
a
so
party
that's
tonight.
6 damage on 1.
6 damage on
Very
one.
public
Alright.
party.
You shoot one of
Maybe
them in
the
the chest.
relaunch.
He doesn't even make a noise as you shoot him. He just continues running at you.
Okay, I think we should start running.
Well, they're kind of in the way of the door. Some pipes are coming at you. One is going to spend 2 and hit you for 5. One will spend 1 and hit you again. This is the one you hit. Oh, he misses you, actually. Actually, what's your hit threshold?
4.
Okay, yeah, he misses you. And one's going to come at you there, Brendan. He's going to miss you, though.
Wish there was an internet.
They are mobbing you with knives and bats.
I reach into my doctor's bag and pull out a grenade, and I'm just like, back up! No, I still do that. I actually don't do that. I will pull out my 1911 though.
Sure. You can take a shot with it.
Okie dokie. Blue will be attack.
There's a ray gun. I got no.
That is
no
4 on the
weapons.
attack,
That'll it?
and
I actually want
1
to take off
for
my cap
damage
and see if I'll get
on the one that was hit
anything
already.
weapons.
Sure. Ready.
Alright, I'm going to shoot again. I'm going to spend 2.
Okay. So,
I totally just rolled flat there. I should not have done that. It worked out.
Okay.
I think I got one more thing to ask this guy, and then we're gonna
So
go.
that's a 7 hit, and do I get any bonuses for close range?
Donna,
plus
fuck
you
this
can.
noise.
Okay, so
Y'all have
5
fun
damage.
destroying the world.
She looks like the.
Wait, is it?
coming out.
Are we point blank?
yes.
Oh, then add 3
Hey,
to
if you
that
turn
last
into a
damage.
mummy, can we use you to
Guy,
make more purple
you injure
stuff?
him more severely and you
You're a
kill him.
douche.
Yeah, there are 2 now.
I'm gonna go
Pikey,
spend
pikey.
my last 3 credit rating on
that
the
will
best
hit you
credit
for
I
5.
don't care money can buy, and I'm
Down
gonna go
to
dress
2.
up in the Bahamas. Have fun.
She's just going to hit you again. You keep being effective.
Aha!
He misses you. Sit back.
I'm Jedi. The dice thing.
You guys can roll me stability as checks as well, by the way, as people are trying to kill you.
Okay. 2.
I really need a rest at a
4.
safe place. Do you have a?
We've already done our one first adventure.
Yeah.
We can't do
What
it
did you
again.
get, sorry?
That's
2.
unfortunate.
Alrighty. You can lose 3.
I
Okay.
should visit my
You're not
colleagues.
losing. You guys can attack them again.
I killed one, right?
Yep.
Can I jump over him and run away?
Or
You
use
can
his
try.
body
You
as
can
a
roll
shield.
fleeing, try and do that.
Yep. Athletics?
Athletics or fleeing.
Yep, okay.
This is.
Then
I
4.
miss 13th age now. Where I can see.
I will distract by shooting.
13th.
I spent 2.
Okay, that's a 5.
It's Vaporeon.
That's 6 to hit. And 5 on damage. Or sorry, 8 because of plus 3. On the 1911.
It's plus 1 weapon.
It's point blank. It's plus
Oh,
2
yeah,
for
yeah.
close range and then
Right,
plus 1, sorry. How much, sir? 8 total damage.
Just be like, yes, I have all the armor.
I like being able to get in and out
I
always.
read it.
That was
One of them is going to spend 2 to try and beat your head in.
Remember
shoved
my
the armor that
name!
attracted hits,
He
'cause,
will
like,
hit you
yeah,
for 5,
Bring it.
That was 3.
plus 2.
Ah,
She was fine.
damn it.
5 damage to you. The other one is going to run after you. Spend a point of athletics. Try and run you down.
Murder at the racetrack.
Catches up to you. He'll try
Where
to
the
club you in the
hell
back of
is
the head.
Hadrian?
He does not hit you though.
Okay. Which one did I shoot?
The one currently fighting.
Okay. I will do so again.
I just swear I know, like, I can use the ray gun and then something catastrophic.
That's 5 to hit
That'll hit.
and 5 damage.
Yep. You blow him away. You can give me a stability check.
3.
You can lose 3
I want to test fire.
for murdering someone.
For whatever reason, all that murder's catching up to me.
And yourself.
I'm running away.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 more.
You're running down a hallway. You've almost made it to the doorway out to the actual lot.
He said almost.
Yeah, almost.
That's an 8.
You manage to get out the door just as he whips. He's just going to throw it at you. It clatters off the wall as you get out of the building, out into the park. He stops chasing you.
Yeah.
You're standing outside. No one's following you.
Everything's bugged.
What are you doing? Standing over 2 dead bodies.
Am I allowed to say that I have my... No, I'm just gonna...
Multiple gunshots have been heard.
I run.
Incidentally, several people in the courtyard are looking at you. The guy who just ran into the building where there were gunshots, and you're holding a gun.
Great!
I would like...
Several people begin screaming.
I would
You
like
guys
to...
can hear the screaming and the gunshots.
I would like to
We're
go...
already dragging
I would like to
her
run and hide.
slightly.
Yeah, but we'll,
You run out of the room. You
signal
run
the-
into a guy coming
the-
back
the
with a
driver.
bat.
my driver's a professional.
He will hit you
He
for
won't be,
6.
that thrown.
Do I not to get a shot off at him?
Like,
He's running
like
at me.
No, but you can take a shot
signal.
now.
I'm at -1, first of all.
Yeah, your checks get harder.
It's gonna be an axe.
So,
You make a health test, but it's a difficulty 1, so you're gonna pass it.
we...
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
You're pretty sure you've got a broken rib.
What? I'm gonna spend 2.
I'm just gonna burn my things now.
Oh wow, I got 7 and 6 on the... or 9 total damage.
Nice. You shoot him in the throat. He collapses to the ground, holding his neck. You can give me
I
another
sprinkle
stability
you with
test.
holy water.
You can also give me a stability
Ow,
test.
ow, ow. Get in my eye.
4.
4. Right, you're okay.
Smells like rosemary.
My favorite tie just ran away. I'll just use
Right
this
here.
one. I rolled a 6.
You're okay. You can also give me a sense trouble test.
Yeah.
Really quick, I'm just gonna because I'm bloodied, right? Because I'm at
Yeah.
-1. I'm gonna fall on the floor exactly where I am and pretend to be unconscious.
Holding your gun.
I'm gonna let it clatter, but
Forensics, yes.
yes,
They have no way to
Spend a
get you.
point.
yes.
You recall that your 1911 is linked to the shooting at the Speedway?
I run to the washroom
Put it in.
and throw it in the garbage can.
Why are you putting it? What are the
Yeah,
other
like,
guys
it's not
shooting?
gonna
Where are the
get
dead
found.
guys?
Forensics
why
trend
don't
also
you
tells
just-
you they'll probably find it
Why
there.
don't you just
Sorry, no, I
Why
put
don't
it
you
in the
just
hand
wipe
of one of
it
the
and
other
then,
guys.
doink?
Yeah,
Like rub it on.
yeah, and then put it in the hand of one of the guys.
Kickers, you open it up and with the spend you wipe the bullets off.
Yep, I do that too.
Stick it back in. Worth noting, they have bullet wounds, you don't. You have bat wounds. You could, if you want to do it. Do you want to spend a point of medicine?
Yes. To know
Alright.
where to
Shoot
shoot
it
it.
in a non-vital area.
I will say you just take 2 damage.
Like in the hand.
Ah, no!
Nope.
Military is taking
I gotta do it.
Blocking.
I gotta do it.
I shout out, some guys just attacked my
Really,
friend with a gun.
really quick.
And it wasn't me.
Really quick. Let's see if I stay
Consciousness
conscious. 4.
Alright, we're good. That would honestly have been okay to pass out of that point.
So yeah, no. Because the thing, I fired it and then I have to clean it off, right? I can't clean it off then
That's
fire
true,
it.
Outside, people are screaming and running away from the bloody man holding a smoking gun, shouting. Most of them are fleeing. Some other people, however, are coming toward you.
Sorry, wait, Trevor.
You just
I actually
say
don't
help.
put it. I don't.
You guys can see this.
I don't put it in his hand. I clatter it on the ground between us, as if I had taken it from him and shot him. Perfect.
Is there any...
If I may suggest, my driver is out that way.
Yeah,
There's a
no.
hospital out there
No,
somewhere.
I was just gonna say, like, do you know of any safe place we can go? As I, like, slowly drag her.
Not particularly.
Oh, thanks for that.
He seems unfazed.
Yeah.
Actually, see if you can ask him to make
I'm
me
gonna
function.
run and go, somebody shot me! And just keep running.
Running out of there, eh?
I'm basically gonna try to get some of this after.
Some of the people coming towards you,
Yeah, I
as
know.
other people are fleeing in terror.
Right.
One of them pulls a gun and is going to try and shoot you.
Alright, I'm gonna try running away. It's a crowd of people.
You're a little far from him. Big shot. He is going to hit you for 2 points of damage.
Okay. I am at 0.
Nice. All your actions have +1 difficulty as he has shot you in the foot. It's getting kind of difficult to run.
Yeah.
You guys can see there's so much shooting at your friend.
Yeah. So where we are, you said where this guy, where he was working on his car, that was near like the parking lot, near the park, like it was near the back. So
Signal the driver.
Would this be like the back end? Would this be like the back of the racetrack or like the front of the racetrack?
Not really. It's
Well,
sort of, it
because-
opens on, there's like
okay.
the main building,
Yeah.
the finish line
just
here, and then
the
there's
police.
garages
I'll
right
get
there.
restop the
I like to
tank.
think that standard operating procedure with the Allegheny organization, when bullets are heard and you're chaperoning Donna, that you are supposed to bring the car around. So I'd like to say that her driver is nearby.
Let's see what
and-
he's got on driving.
Yeah!
Yeah.
He doesn't even run anyone over.
Yeah. And it's like,
If
comes
he
out,
ran
opens
over
the
the
door.
guy who shot me, that would be nice.
Yeah, you're not as blurred.
Comes out, opens the door. If you could, like, just like,
He pulls the car up alongside between the shooter and the crazy man and you. Yeah.
I'll,
And kicks the back door, like opens the back door.
Yeah. While firing a gun.
No, he's not firing.
yeah. All right.
Isn't the army nearby?
Supposedly.
We just dogpile into the car.
Well, this was a fun adventure, Giovanni. I think it's time to go home.
Are you three getting in the car?
I am.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, there happens to be a Jeep nearby with an electric gun. That's not gonna.
You can give me you three can give me a sense trouble test.
I will
shall-
spend 2,
Not spend any. 3.
3.
Okay, I'm gonna spend
Such a useful spend. This guy's getting retired. That's too many ones in a row.
1, 2, 3.
Spending 3? Alright.
That's all I got. 7.
7. Alright. You notice that Giovanni looks kind of weird, like he's like spaced
Fuck
out.
you.
Notice there's something large and bulky strapped under the car.
Giovanni, is there a bomb under the car?
Giovanni will pull a gun and shoot at you.
Son of a bitch! Jump out of the car. I have athletics.
He misses you though.
Athletics.
Okay, we.
Okay, we're running away.
It's like,
You three can give me athletics or fleeing.
no, I scream.
Oh, they probably brain zapped him.
Yeah.
I just screamed bomb.
May I get to my Jeep?
Yeah, you can flee covered in blood.
I think the Jeep's gonna be
Yep.
compromised.
Anyway, you three can give me athletics or fleeing to escape the blast radius.
Fleeing
I will
10.
just put that.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4.
Do we need? Do I need?
The car, which has a bomb.
Car bomb.
Right. Okay.
Do I need to? Okay.
I'm gonna
Range
spend
of
8.
difficulty or no?
The difficulty is lower for you because you spotted the bomb and started running first. I'm assuming you warned these two.
No.
I'm not going to tell you what the difficulty is.
Fair.
I'm gonna
You don't
spend-
have any idea what kind of bomb that is. You don't know how big it'll
One.
explode.
But I assume this is also to get out of the park. Presumably we're running
That's
not
to escape a blast.
Okay.
in the outward direction.
We'll deal with you getting out of the park or not in a minute.
I spent 4.
Okay?
Because this isn't also going to be taking me in the right direction. I'm not going to spend 10.
I also spent 4.
Alright, I'm spending 8. 9. Fucking 9.
All right.
I should have spent the stupid 10.
You know the maximum difficulty is 8, right?
Can I spend 7?
Yes. The three of you run and duck behind the mechanics garage just as the blast goes off.
Is this the bad mechanics garage?
No, it's the guy, the Yithian guy, who did not leave the garage because he didn't notice the bomb. The blast wave throws through the center of it. All three of you can give me a stability test. Giovanni and his car are reduced to
Is this a
splinters.
different scene
I'm
now?
going to need to buy it.
You can't lose stability, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
I can
It's a
only-
new scene, man.
Oh.
Fuck that.
All
I
right.
got
6!
I got a 4.
Alright.
This is, I'd like to point out, like, the 4th Giovanni
Dream
she's
sequence.
lost. So.
It's just the dream sequence
All right.
again.
You guys don't lose any stability. You also managed to get around to the back of the mechanical garage before the bomb goes off.
Yeah.
The wall you're hiding behind cracks and splinters and falls apart a bit. Some blood is running down it. Looking inside, you can see the pulpified remains of Edson Ford and his vehicle.
Yeah.
Is that the Yippee?
No, look.
Yeah.
Now, question: would a locksmith to get into a car also jumpstart it?
Yeah, probably.
I'd like to find a car that's not being blocked into the garage.
This is nice.
Well, see, there were a lot of cars. They've all been cleared.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping there's still one.
The
in
Yippee-
There might be like one or two
The
somewhere.
Yithian car is gone, right?
Yeah.
there. That's unfortunate. We will take one of these.
There's
other
like this weird silvery ooze plastered all over the inside of the garage.
I hope they send another one.
We're gonna need another Timmy.
Yeah.
So where's Jeffrey?
Jeffrey, you actually, you probably weren't that near the car, actually. No, he would have parked it near you. Yeah, you gotta give me athletics or fling. Avoid that there blast.
I'm spending the rest of my athletics.
Okay. How many is that?
Sheer
6.
Okay.
Sheer strength.
Don't roll a 1.
2.
Just barely. You manage to duck back in the building as the explosion goes off. There's now a large crater in the middle of the track.
Where the hell is Hadrian?
Wait, so the
Good
track's
question. Yep.
Where am I?
You're
You're
inside
in the bathroom.
Okay.
You're just, I guess, fleeing down a hallway. Limping badly.
Yep.
But
There's
hey,
a huge explosion outside.
the parking lot being empty at least means there's nobody blocking us in.
I'm sure there is.
No cars. Like,
Trevor-
we don't have to worry about
Trevor,
getting like.
I'm just gonna prep it now. I'm gonna hold the grenade.
Okay.
I'm gonna like hold it out and just be like, I am ready to murderize.
You're ready to murderize the first person who walks through that door.
No,
It's
no. I'm holding both. Right? I'm holding both in both hands, and I don't pull the pins. Yeah, thumbs in the pins. I'm like, I'm ready. Let's do this. I'm gonna pull a grunt on people and just.
just don't sneeze.
Don't get like the jitters or nothing.
yeah. So I'm just gonna
sleep
try
for like a
to.
whole day.
How low are you?
I'm at -3.
Okay. So
You know
I'll,
what?
Rent out your
I'll
bank
run
safe?
into the
It
bathroom
was money.
and
No, you
run
follow the
back to
trail of
building,
blood.
You see a trail of blood leading to a limping man
yeah.
who is trying to quickly hobble down a hallway.
Holding 2 grenades.
Yeah.
He looks really stable.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty stable. I'm at
Wait,
6.
wait. There are vehicles around here that we can get to. It's just they're the race car driver vehicles.
No, those are gone.
No.
That's
The
right.
drivers, when they heard gunshots, got in the cars and drove them away.
Okay.
Because it was faster than running.
So Jeffrey and I will.
There is a big mob of people running away, though.
We're gonna hide in the bathroom and take some time to heal each
Go
other
out
up.
and like, oh, there's humanity.
Can we do that? Or should we do that?
Well, I'm thinking just a quick point. Like I'm just basically patching it up so we're not at negative.
So you're going to stay and try and patch each other up?
I think we should go.
We are already trying
We're going.
to.
No, we're
going.
We're going.
I don't want to
I don't
stay.
know what these looses are, but we're getting
Holding
in a car.
2 grenades.
Somebody else is
I
driving.
hand you one of the grenades.
I
I go,
check.
I'll drive.
kill
Yeah, you can barely walk, actually.
anything that comes at us.
I got a left.
It's a miracle you managed to get out of that blast.
So I was like, locksmith, let's get them.
You can actually give me another consciousness test.
After the locksmith?
No.
Uh,
As you're trying to run, it's bringing you
2.
your... What is your health at?
-1.
-1.
You're fine.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were lower than that.
Yeah.
Good thing. Good thing.
I open
So,
the
like-
car. I get in the back.
Oh, you're the only one. You cannot spend investigative abilities.
Well,
Which locksmith is. Your hands are just shaking horribly and you can't get it to
I'll
work.
open
somebody
Get,
get us in the car.
get what word?
Mechanical
The
repair.
other
They're trying to
car?
open the door of a car.
And
I'm
jumpstart
perplexed at the use of locksmith when you just like
Locksmith.
break the
I don't
window.
got it.
Yeah, why are we not breaking
I
the
was
window? This is
asking.
an
I was
emergency.
asking if we could also jumpstart it with locksmith.
That'd
That's
be
why I
mechanical or
asked.
electrical repair.
Watch the
Electrical
table
repair.
slamming.
You need to jump
I got electrical repair.
Yeah, you got it.
Electrical repair?
I do.
That'll jumpstart a car.
Then he
He hot
does.
wires it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already in the
Any
driver's seat.
random.
It's got some blast damage. There's like a section of tire stuck through one of the windows. Sort of move that.
It's like
What happens if we die before the investigation's over?
Good question.
typical Cthulhu ending.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, get it,
Yeah.
get it, get it.
After
get
this,
it.
I think this is enough for Billy. I think he's just gonna go home. and never speak to you people again.
So you two are trying to flee and make your way out the racetrack?
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm giving you that for self-defense.
Yeah.
Guns don't tend to intimidate that much. Grenades probably will.
You two can give me a sense trouble test.
It's coming.
I'll spend 2.
You guys are in the building. We can't
You're
really
gonna
help you.
That's an 8.
Alright. You notice a guy in a suit with a nice hat and a very stupid Sniper Whiplash looking mustache. You recognize him as Harold Miller. He's down the hallway.
Blow him up!
He's
Blow him
making
up!
his way this way. He doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Hide? I don't know.
Blaze of glory?
He's gonna get baked.
No, it's fine. Let's get out of here. No, I'm not
Harold
good.
Miller. Who's that again?
The
He's-
main villain.
Yeah,
Big bad.
he's the big bad.
It's like Slenderman. You see Slenderman in the hall, and you're like, nope.
I just slightly want to blaze it.
Doing good. Gonna be on my way.
I just
It
slightly
is
want to
like-
blaze a glory it right here.
That's Blaze
Yeah,
of
shoot
Glory.
grenades.
Nope. Just can you?
It's not gonna work. He's gonna vaporize me. I'm out. No.
Can you sneak? And just
You can give me either fleeing, athletics, or stealth. Trying to avoid having him. Either avoid having him notice him, or get out of the way before he does something.
I think my next character
I will
is just gonna
spend
be
4
Okay. On which?
athletics.
Okay.
I have no athletics left. I spent them all getting out of the way of that
stealth.
blast.
Do you have any stealth?
Nope.
Hey, good luck, dude.
I spend 6.
You can do group stealth. It's just if he doesn't contribute a point, the difficulty gets harder for you.
I have 0 stealth left. Can I do group athletics?
Group athletics, no.
I'll pick him
stealth
up
works.
and just.
Pick him up and throw him
You
at him.
realize the goal here is to avoid drawing attention.
Yeah.
Harold seems to be making his way towards where that explosion happened.
I'm gonna spend 6.
Athletics?
We
Yeah.
can wait.
Okay.
Can you wait for him to like?
You can roll athletics as well.
Would it be better for
I'm
them?
using your thing. I got an 8.
Yeah, you just made it. Yeah. You book it around the corner just as a bullet clips off the corner of the wall, just shattering some drywall around you.
We don't.
You are now booking it toward the main doors.
We don't want no trouble. And we
Don't
just keep
say
running.
anything.
Meanwhile, you, Drew, have hotwired a car, gotten into it. You are currently trying to bring it around and drive it out. Who's driving?
He is.
You can give me a driving test
Alright.
to avoid hitting people who are running away.
4.
I'm less concerned with the people.
8.
Alright, yeah, you managed to weave in between them. You can also, all three of you, give me a sense trouble test.
I have 1 point left to spend.
I spent all mine.
Yeah.
I'll spend 3.
Okay.
4.
Oh, I got a whopping 2. So this
got
guy gets
2.
retired as well.
Alright, there's.
Going consensus going.
There's a gunshot. You have cover because you're in a
I'm
car.
lying down in the back seat.
Aren't we in? Or aren't we in?
You get hit for 5 damage as a rifle bullet comes through the door of your car and hits you square through the arm.
Alright, I'm 4.
Shit going
Nice.
down. Shit going
You can
down.
give me a stability test.
Shit going down. Who's shooting?
1.
Alrighty, you can lose 3. You can see who's shooting. It's a guy just a little ways away on the other side of one of the tracks. He's kneeling down and he's got a rifle, which he's currently racking and getting ready to shoot again.
Think you can shoot him with a radio?
Okay. You have penalties to all of your tests, and you cannot spend investigative abilities. As you are currently panicked like shit.
That's fair.
You know what? I think it's going down now.
My little.
I think we need to go to the middle of the track and blow it up.
Yeah, just
but,
blow up
but
the
those
track.
are just the stabilizers. If
The
they
ones,
still.
the ones around the track are stabilizers. The
Okay.
ones he said in the middle are the ones that actually generate a point.
Okay,
Okay.
so we do need to grenade that.
However, he did specify he wasn't sure how they worked yet.
Okay.
Anyway,
Pretty sure
you're,
explosions will stop portal.
Anyway, there's a guy shooting at you.
I have a plan.
I have a.
I'm gonna get my plane, I'm gonna fly it over, and I'm gonna put it
It's
in a
gonna-
direct trajectory.
Oh my god! He's gonna fall!
He's gonna kamikaze
He's
you.
gonna kamikaze the track.
I was wondering if I could
Suicide
spend
bombing.
all the
No,
rest
I'm
of
gonna
my
jump out and
preparedness there
parachute.
to,
No, you know what? We might not need to damage
You
the.
can't guarantee that it'll fly
No.
straight into the portal
But you
area.
realize.
Anyway, someone's shooting at you. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my ray gun.
Alright.
I hope it does something. I aim at the guy and pull the little lever.
Point it out the window and try firing at him.
Yeah.
how many people do you kill in the process?
Give me a firearms test.
I got none. I got none.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I got none.
Please roll a 1, it'll be glorious.
Actually, give me a sense trouble test first.
Sure. 2.
2? Okay, sure. Go ahead, fire.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
It's bad.
Probably.
1.
1. Nice! Just as you pull the trigger, you notice that knob on top, it appears to have gotten shuffled when you
Yeah.
stuck it in your pocket and cranked to a different setting. When you pull the trigger, what comes out of it is a bolt of lightning,
Okay.
which
That hits the
flies
car.
sideways across, killing several people and the guy you were pointing it at.
Well,
There we go.
However, the gun breaks open in your hand and this green slime pours all the way down your arm. Your arm kind of tingles weirdly. It
yay.
appears the device is broken. You can also give me a stability test, as you just killed about 6 people.
This is gonna be pretty
3.
harsh.
Alright. We...
Oh my god, we're all gonna die now.
I just want to get out of this so she can retire in fun
that'll be
adventures.
5. Actually, sorry, 6.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, I'm at -2 stability.
You can also give me a health test.
I'm gonna realizing what is likely going down
Or-
right now.
Or, alright, yeah, your skin itches really badly where that slime's touching it.
Can
Yes,
I,
Madam panicked as shit.
Can I spend a shit ton of preparedness?
You can't
To
spend
have-
anything.
No, you can't spend investigate.
Oh,
General
yeah.
time.
You're basically operating in fight or flight.
Okay.
Yeah, and preparedness also would be something I'd done ahead of time.
Yep.
To have dropped my purse on the path full of some kind of remotely detonated explosive.
Sure, that'd be an 8 difficulty.
I've got that to spend.
Sure,
so
go for it.
I was thinking,
But I just killed a lot of people. We could probably just like,
You do have a clear path to drive through.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
Can we
I'm
just
just
please
I'm
drive
thinking
through it?
Also,
destroy
that slime that's gotten on the car, it's like corroding the metal.
Yeah. Or,
There's like a weird like white patina forming on it.
Yep, just go as fast as we can.
Patina discoloration, basically. Also, the wood paneling on the side of it looks kind of weird. Like the colors are bleaching out, and
that's
kind of weird. It's like it's warping strangely. You can see how one of the knothole patterns is actually unwinding and becoming straightened. That's clearly unnatural.
yeah. Let's go. And
You're a little busy to be thinking too much about it now.
can I? In
Can we
the
just
event
drive?
Morgana dies. In the
we
event
just
Morgana
drive?
dies, which is becoming much more likely, can I spend the remainder of her preparedness at that point? It would be something she had done before she died.
Depends on whether or not you die suddenly.
I have
Well, she still would have done it before she died.
Okay.
Anyway, what did you rolling for your explosives?
I haven't decided I'm actually doing that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Have I
There's
made
a
it to
deranged
the
sorcerer chasing you.
Oh, he saw them?
Yeah, he shot at them.
Oh.
They got out of the way before you could shoot them.
Here? Give me the grenade.
Down the hall.
I would like to duck into one of the side rooms.
Don't,
Okay.
because you might get trapped in there.
Certainly do that. Stumble your way in there. Bloody knob.
I pull. Well,
Force the door open. You stumble into what looks like a storage room. It's full of like chairs stuck everywhere.
Wait, are you covered with blood?
actually, sorry,
Behind you.
not side room. I'm gonna. I want to make sure he dies. I'm gonna. Once we get around a corner,
You are around the corner.
I stop around the corner and pull both pins, and just spin them out. And I'm holding it ready,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna.
What are you gonna?
I'm just gonna keep running.
Yeah.
Yep, Nick's gonna hug him.
What's your current stability?
6.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Sorry, what are you doing?
I'm just keep running.
Alright, you're running, booking it for the door. Front door out of the speedway? Sure.
Yep.
Give me a sense trouble test.
Do I hear his footsteps stop? 4.
As you run out the door into the open area, you can see a couple of guys who appear to be making their way towards the racetrack from across the street. They are wearing police uniforms.
Okay.
They have guns out. You are covered in blood.
Help!
Police officers.
Okay.
State your name, badge.
I throw my gun away and put my hands up.
Alright. They will arrest you.
At least you're.
I will tell
You're not dead.
Not a bad plan, actually. It's like, ready over here.
They will cuff you to a mailbox.
Yeah.
One of them will watch you while the other goes inside.
Yeah.
And Spots, what are you doing with your grenades there, buddy?
Throwing them down the hall.
You're just waiting there?
Hug
Do I see him? I
He
see the
says
cop.
trouble.
Okay, first of all, did I hear his footsteps stop?
Give me sense trouble. That would be what that roll is.
3.
3. All right. No. And from behind you, you hear a voice shout, "Drop it!"
Okay. I just throw it out in the hall.
Throw it down the corridor. Yeah. Sure. You can give me athletics if you're trying to throw them down there.
Wouldn't that be explosive?
Yeah, explosives would also work.
I am going to spend all 3.
Okay.
9.
9. All right. You whip them down. The officer is going to shoot you. Spend 2.
I agreed to what you said.
You have grenades.
He's crazy, man. He's gone nuts. He said there were grenades.
You are hit. You can take 4 points of damage as you are shot in the arm.
I'm unconscious.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I could spend to
What are you at? Negatives?
-7.
Nice.
I'm just gonna fall down where I am.
You shot. You collapse to the ground.
Yep.
The last thing you hear is a tremendous explosion ripped through the building. Honestly, the officer would probably just shoot you. Considering those explosions.
Or is the building crumbling around him?
The building is probably starting to collapse.
So when the police actually book it,
The policeman is going to run like fuck. He
And
will get
do-
out of the building.
and do
As
you get
sections of the
buried?
hall. Yeah, he gets buried.
Are you dead?
Probably.
Blaze of glory.
The good thing is you did see those grenades hit almost perfectly at Miller's feet. Last thing you see was where you're shot in the back.
Brendan's got a history of doing this.
Yes,
Blaze
he
of glory.
does. So you're outside, you've been arrested.
Yeah.
Another officer runs out, swearing loudly. You 3 are currently driving, making your way towards the gate. The gate is currently open, fortunately.
Okay, keep going.
As you're approaching, you can give me sense trouble. Specifically, just pretty much you is the only one it really matters for.
Did they hear the explosions?
Yeah?
I'm lying down in the back seat. There's nothing I
3.
can do.
Alright. You can make me a driving test, as you don't quite notice quickly enough as a car pulls sidelong in front of the exit. So you can give me a quite hard driving test to try and avoid crashing into it.
It's a cop car.
It's
Well, that
called-
would necessitate succeeding at the sense trouble test.
Yeah.
I'll spend 5.
Okay.
Yes, 5.
Okay.
9.
Alright. You succeed. You manage to slam on the brakes and skid to a halt just before colliding with what you recognize is, in fact, a police car.
We're like, heads up.
Hands up, you're covered in like green slime. Your skin is starting to discolor and form boils.
No, that sounds about right. I need medical attention.
Can I spend my remaining 3 credits?
I'm an Allegretti.
My name is Donna Allegretti. Get me to Chicago. I will make you extremely rich.
Or contact the
Do any
FBI.
3 of you have points of cop talk?
I have
I really
bureaucracy. I have
No.
reassurance. I have flattery. I have streetwise and credit.
I have
I will spend
No.
anything necessary.
reassurance.
It's probably not going to help here.
Yeah.
If you're
Flattery.
surrendering, you will be tackled to the ground by
Okay.
several officers,
That's
beaten
fair.
with truncheons,
I wouldn't touch my arm if I was you.
because
Or handcuff me, though.
such is the way. You can all give me sense trouble tests, actually, as they're approaching.
Lying down in the back seat of a car. I don't think I can sense what I got 2.
I
Are
got
you
2.
still in the car?
2.
Did we get out of the car?
I don't know. I thought you were surrendering.
Sure? Yeah?
I was asking if I could spend my credit rating to buy them off and get out of here.
Give me that sense trouble test.
2.
I got a
6.
2.
2.
2. Corey, you notice the officer approaching you's badge says Bilby.
Bilby.
That was the guy that was super.
Sergeant
Corrupt.
Sergeant of the Vice Squad.
Are you gonna point out that this is Bilby approaching?
Yeah.
And but
Alright,
we know
they
he's
open
working
fire.
for Miller. No, wait.
As soon as he said, "Hey, that's Bilby," they open fire on you.
Okay.
Wait, I have a lot of
Alrighty.
money. Don't shoot me.
They're all going to spend 1
Oh.
shooting at you.
That's not his
Corey.
fault.
They hit you for
not his
4,
fault.
Corey.
No, it's not his
Yeah.
fault.
They actually miss you. And on Donna,
Yeah, shot.
they hit you for 4.
I have a hit threshold of 4. Does that
Yep,
help?
no,
Okay,
they hit
yeah.
4 damage.
I'm out
As
cold.
they have
I
begun
assume.
firing at you.
Alright, I'm at 0.
You passed up the opportunity to be very rich.
I go back into the car and floor it.
You could certainly try and do that. He's currently probably close to the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Because he actually noticed. I guess. What's your current health score?
Now I'm
Yeah.
at -5.
-5. Give me a health test to stay conscious.
You may spend
You can
before
spend
you
health
do.
to try and improve your roll.
Yes.
You are rolling against the difficulty of your health prior to you spending points.
Yes.
So I'm rolling
Also,
against
you
4.
cannot spend yourself.
You're
down.
rolling against 5.
Yeah.
I'm rolling against 5. I'm not going to succeed this even if I
No,
whatever.
but you
I'll
can
spend
spend. No,
2.
but you can spend like however many to guarantee you succeed on the 5.
Like you could spend 4 and guarantee you remain conscious, but
And you
you're
would go
really
to
hurt.
negative
You're really
9.
pushing yourself.
Yeah.
Sure. I spent 4.
Sure. You are horribly, horribly
Yeah.
overexerted as
If
you
we
try
are
to
still
get back.
driving out of here, I will stay in the car.
Sure. Stumble back into the car. Vivian, what's your health at?
Ha ha ha. Dying gas.
12.
Nice. What's yours at?
0.
0. Nice.
I haven't gotten
She
it.
hasn't got shot yet. She just got missed.
I'm just kind of losing it.
Yeah, what's your stability at?
-2.
Because I have preparedness to previously bought a cop who's waiting out there to pick us up.
Wait, where is O'Toole
You
and
could send preparedness to have arranged a signal for Simmons to show up to help you.
Yeah, that'd
Sure.
be great.
That would be a great time for him to help.
Okay.
Yes.
1, 2,
Perhaps
3,
the
4,
signal
5,
was
6,
when something
7.
explodes.
Yes, yes.
I will
If you
spend
hear
all
it back.
7 of them
Okay.
to have the signal, have him.
We didn't tell him any signal. We just said,
Give me an
you'll
actual
know.
roll, though.
We said, you'll know.
That is the 5th one I've rolled in a row?
It's bad.
Can we
It's
just...
been bad.
But she
Alright.
spent like 7.
I spent 7.
Simmons and O'Toole have arrived. Both of them.
Okay.
In a
Awesome.
car that pulls up, they are going to start shooting.
Just get us out of here.
They're on the other side of the barricade. They can try and shoot, though. One of them will hit.
Yes, in the back. Shoot the officers in the back. Great plan.
One of them does shoot Bilby in the back. Does some damage. What are you 3 doing?
I can do nothing.
Sure you can.
You
shoot
can-
at them.
You can shoot your Derringer.
I think
Whoever's in the driver's seat could try and run them over.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Because
right.
they've gotten
all
out
right.
of their car.
I like that.
Sure.
I hop
Sure.
in back
Give me a
into the
driving
car.
test.
Okay.
They are going to make
Spend it all.
They're going to spend athletics to try and get out of the way of a moving vehicle.
I only have 1 left.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend it.
Now, nice. 7.
7?
You got 7.
All right. You managed to hit all 3 of them as you're driving because they all roll very badly. And they're wunged off the railings and whatnot. One of them collapses to the ground, gasping heavily as a tire has run over his chest. Unlikely he's going to survive. Bilby has bounced off of the radiator and tumbled to the ground nearby. He is going to roll up and attempt to shoot out your car's tire. He will. You have a flat tire now.
Okay.
The
all
last
right, we
one
have Simmons.
is trying to climb up as Simmons and O'Toole are both going to shoot at him. O'Toole sucks. Simmons great though. He shoots that guy in the head.
Phew!
So there's now just Sergeant Bilby as you are driving away. You would need to make some kind of driving test to try and ram through the police car that's in the way.
We get out of the car, we go
Flat
to
roll.
the police car and drive it away.
Can,
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
beautiful. You T-bone the car, and your car comes to a grinding halt.
okay.
There is a loud bang from underneath it as you realize, through
Dry
mechanical expertise, you think you just probably cracked maybe an axle or a drive shaft.
Yeah.
Okay,
sounds
I would
that
like
This
sounds
car's
to-
not going nowhere.
I'd like to spend 7 athletics to get the shit out of there and into the other car.
The
The
police car?
Simmons.
Oh yeah, you can get athletics.
We hop over.
Climb over the
7.
police car. Yep.
1,
I
2,
could
3,
say you
can give me
4,
athletics
5,
for playing.
6,
I
7.
could say
Bling.
something here to really annoy all of you.
No.
I will not.
I only got 1.
6.
Actually, I'm gonna spend athletics.
I spent 7.
Oh, okay.
I got 8.
8? Alright.
Athletics.
You, he who rolled the lowest, get a shot at you.
Rolled the lowest at 6.
She spent 7.
I spent 2, I got 8.
Yes. You are hit for 4 damage.
Okay.
What you at now, buddy?
Witness protection, here we come.
Bullet rips through your kneecap.
My
You
plan,
stumble to the
get
ground,
back to
slumped
Chicago,
over a
and then
police
just
car.
fund adventures. Polly had the
So you're
wrong
negative
idea.
4?
Don't investigate the shit yourself. Pay people
You're
to do it for
-4.
you.
Yeah, health test, remain conscious.
I'm putting this on my
Going
bill.
to
Fair.
Penalty is 4.
1.
Okay?
If she makes
Do you
that
need to,
alive, the next character
like-
I'm rolling up is Giovanni.
Yeah, I should go.
Yeah.
The
Your
6
character
or
is arrested.
7.
Yeah.
7.
And he's
Like the good
testifying
cops.
against that
You
guy and
managed-
Daniel.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay, he's dead, but you can always testify against the dead guy. That's like just 101 criminality. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all the dead guy's idea.
Yeah.
Try and defend yourself, dead guy. You can't, can you?
I'm also pinning it on.
You managed to struggle mightily and haul yourself up over the top of the police cruiser, streaking blood across the hood. Stumble to the other side just as another bullet like
You know what'd
skips
be
and
great
breaks the
right
top
now?
light.
A rabbit in a summoning circle.
Simmons and O'Toole are going to
Hours
shoot.
and hours to do that.
Wow, Simmons actually hit somebody.
And it's not us.
You mean O'Toole actually hit somebody? He actually shot Sergeant Bilby. Pretty badly, too.
Good job.
Simmons does much better though, and blows his head off.
It's like 6 and 6.
O'Toole's
Come
like,
on.
yes,
Yeah,
and then
Simmons.
there's like, boom.
I rolled like O'Toole was like 4 to hit and 6 damage. Oh, that's really good. Then Simmons boxcar.
It's like, I hope you can count.
Casual
We can
boxcar.
count on you to testify.
I got him. By the way, last will and testament goes money
I
to
leave all
Money
of my
Penny.
grenades.
You know, even though the ray gun
All my
spell
money
on
to
my
Money
arm,
Penny.
I did take damage. And
Also-
just
Also, Roger.
You three can haul yourselves into the back of O'Toole's car, covered in blood,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing probably want to leave town.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Actually,
Donna will pay
isn't
other
there
people to do the
duffel
investigation.
bags of grenades?
No, he declined the duffel bag of grenades. He just took 2.
Sorry, you leaving?
Do you know how hazardous that is?
Yes.
Yes, extremely.
Here's
I hope you don't get in a fire of any kind or
here's-
jostled too badly.
Here's the options. Have
World
a
War
bag
I
of grenades that could go off at any time in the Jeep, or have 2 that I could use very well and kill the big bad. Did I make the wrong decision? Really?
No.
Really?
I think you made
I
the
think I'm
right
gonna go
Portal's
join the
still active,
military
though.
now.
It's
I
still
think
The guy,
Vietnam
the
is
guy
better
who can
than
make,
this.
who can activate it is gone for now.
No, the portal's primed. It has to be shut off somehow.
I think we
That
we
would
might
be
have
your
killed the
job.
You
guy.
damaged the track,
Yeah.
and you killed. Well, you don't know this yet, but
Yeah.
the corpse knows.
Yeah.
Your corpse is the only one who knows, actually.
Yeah. So I'm
There's
pretty
you don't know shit.
Yeah. We're probably gonna need a day to recover and listen to the news
Yeah,
anyway.
you're driving away from the speedway, which is currently on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke billowing out of it.
Try to race.
Sirens approaching from all directions.
I don't think they're gonna race 2 days from now, so it should be okay.
I guess I was the only one who actually stopped it.
Yeah, no, congratulations. You actually saved the day. And Donna's realized she's going about this wrong.
Worth it for the life.
Alright, so what is everybody's health at currently?
I'm still at full.
Negative 9.
-9?
Unless
Wow.
I took
Okay,
damage.
so you are seriously wounded. You will actually need to go to a hospital
Oh, yeah.
to recover.
Oh, yeah. And she'll be paying to
But-
go to a very discreet, very good
here's-
hospital.
here's
So
my
you are still
question.
merely badly hurt.
How do you go to the hospital here?
No, she's getting that.
I'm just gonna
money
perform
makes the world go
psychoanalysis.
round.
I
Analysis
don't
on
think you
myself.
can make it to another hospital other than the one here.
You
No,
need
but she
immediate
can-
treatment.
But she can
You are
pay for
currently
discretion.
bleeding to death.
She can pay for discretion.
Yeah.
You could certainly try and do that. You know, pull up to a hospital in a bloody station wagon.
With full of bullet holes?
Using Simmons as her proxy, because Simmons appears to be the only competent person here, because she's about to
I'll
pass
point out
out.
Simmons actually currently has a bullet wound.
Yeah. So.
One
Whatever.
of the cops shot him.
I don't-
There are no unshot people in this car.
I think Donna is going to be passing out
Except
shortly.
except you.
I
guess.
actually have first
Vivian
aid.
is the only unshot person in the car.
I think at the party, besides Hadrian, question mark, did you just join
Yeah, you don't know where he is.
F him. Okay, I actually have first aid, if that helps.
You can stabilize her so she stops bleeding to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to roll, don't I?
Which might give you you don't
You spend 1 for 2.
yeah.
Okay.
You spend 2 to stabilize someone.
How do you?
You have to spend
Yes.
2 to just stabilize someone.
I
first.
spend 1 to stabilize.
Yeah.
Or I spent.
So I spend 2 to stabilize her.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would have
It's
spent.
stabilized.
And she is beyond the point where first aid helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She needs a hospital.
Yes.
But I stabilize.
Yeah, you prevent her from dying.
There you go.
Yes. And I'd like to pay to get the fuck out of here. By which I
You,
mean the story.
You can call a perhaps resident doctor somewhere. You can
Yes.
spend a point of credit rating to know
Yeah.
of one, and another point to have him come up and ask questions.
It-
To arrive.
But the whole point is to spend the credit to call in a personal contact in any field of endeavor. That's the whole point of her thing. To
Yep.
do twice.
Basically, you spend 1 to know somebody in that field who could do favors
Whatever.
for you. You still have to spend
I'll
more
spend
to make
3
them
if he
do
can get us
favors.
out of.
You just need 2.
Can I spend 3 to have him also
Have it be a safe
make this be
area?
a mobile thing that gets me out of
No.
town?
No.
Fuck.
There's no. He does not have a mobile hospital. That's
Yeah.
not a thing.
I just need to get out of here.
No, this is.
I've spent the 2 points.
Okay. You do know a doctor. He will arrive at where you're holding up.
Yeah.
To clean you up well enough that you are at least presentable to arrive at a hospital, where he will check you in under a false name.
Yeah, great. Y'all have fun.
If anyone asks, your name is Lana Lang.
Lana Lang. Great, Lana Lang.
So, the
You hate
carpet
yourself
bombing
somehow,
would not
for
have
some
been
reason.
a bad idea. The carpet bombing would not have been a bad idea.
No.
arm.
Yes, it would have.
No, probably arm.
You don't know why, but it would have been a terrible idea.
Do it during the day. It's fine.
I feel like if we actually did
Worst
blow up the
idea.
center, it would open up something.
Anyway, so you're bleeding horribly.
Yeah.
Can I stabilize him too?
He's not dying. He's just badly hurt.
But breaking stabilizers is not a good thing.
You can spend first aid to try and patch him up somewhat.
Sure.
You know, spend all of it.
2. I got 2 for you.
Lovely.
By the way,
You
Trevor,
gained 4. You were down at 0, I believe, or -1. What?
the thing I was going to mention was
So
car
I gained
crash
4, right?
in the 30s probably means injuries,
Yeah.
and you were kind enough to not make them roll for that.
That's actually not what it was. It was your
Okay.
car was stopped about 10 feet away
okay.
from theirs. It was more pushing their car.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't impacting it at speed.
I was like,
If you'd failed the
We
driving
slammed
check
to
to
a
stop
stop.
in time, that would have hurt a lot.
Yeah, we slammed to a stop a few
That's
feet
why I
from
spent
that.
a lot on that one.
got it. I was like,
Meanwhile, my arm is just like,
Oh, actually, as you're looking at your arm, it's like there's really unsettling things going on there. Do you actually have medicine?
yes, I do.
Those
Somewhere.
look
Hold
like
up.
tumors.
Yeah. It's cancer.
You want to cut
Yeah.
off your arm.
Yeah.
Apparently, whatever was in that was carcinogenic.
Okay.
You want
So-
to cut off your arm.
Excessively carcinogenic.
So I gotta do something. I have 2 in medicine.
Cut off your arm.
In 1932, there's also not a cure for cancer.
Yeah. That's,
chemo's not a thing.
Yeah,
Cut off your
You're dead.
arm.
you could cut off your arm. That is an option.
yeah,
it would
but I
probably
don't.
stop it from spreading.
Yeah.
Can
okay.
You do know
Get-
cancer generally spreads.
you
Okay.
could get the doctor to do it.
He's dead.
No, the other
No,
No,
doctor.
Okay,
the
then
doctor
sure.
I
Paid.
bought.
Then sure.
Cutting off your own arm is kind of hard to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Yep. You can give me a stability test.
I like 1.
1, nice.
Yeah. Cutting off an arm.
You can lose 7 as you awaken missing an arm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rather
6,
traumatic.
7. Wow.
Yep. Down an arm. You are very badly injured.
She's
Can I
out of
use
the-
psycho-
Whatever
I
happened to you
didn't-
appears to have atrophied your internal organs. You'll probably never be able to sprint properly again. The doctor tells you it's like sand, like your internal organs have like dissolved into dust partially.
Yeah, shock.
You're in severely bad state.
Yeah.
It takes several months of rehabilitation before
Yeah.
once the adrenaline wears off, before you can really walk again properly.
Shock.
Can use psycho.
Yeah, you're probably never going to jog or ride a bike again.
I don't think she jogged or rode a bike to begin with.
Any
What's a
physical
bike?
exertion.
Fortunately,
Is
your
that like a
mind is
poor man's
relatively
thing?
intact. You can give me another stability test.
Can I spend psychoanalysis on myself?
Watch me roll another 1. No, 5. Shocking.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You managed to acclimatize well enough in the coming months to start to deal with the fact that you're pretty kind of wheelchair bound almost. You can walk a little, but it's painful to do so.
Yeah.
You're
She-
kind of stuck in a house now. You are super totes dead. Crushed under a building. Your name and reputation are ruined. Corey,
These people know what I did.
you are badly hurt and
You've
managed
actually
to-
survived 2 of these
What
now.
do you do?
So have you.
I get in my plane and get the
No.
fuck out.
This is not
Alrighty.
survived.
Just gonna
During
fly
the
away.
Survived would be good
Give
enough
me
to
a
go into
sense
another
trouble
adventure.
test.
Oh, lovely.
Got any points left? I recommend you burn them.
I don't have any. 4.
4, alright. Someone has tampered with your plane.
There's no luck.
Mechanical repair.
Good plan. In fact, you're pretty sure if you flew this, it would have just, like, killed you.
Yeah, mechanical repair.
Alrighty. Give me a mechanical repair test. It's your plane, I'll say you know difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6, so spend 5.
Well acquainted with how your plane
Did the
works.
Jeep blow up at the place?
7.
It didn't blow up, it's parked outside. The police have seized it.
I'm now a student of Albert Sartre.
It is used as evidence
one arm.
against Jeffrey's character.
His fingerprints are on a couple of the
Spent,
guns.
so I got 7 in total.
It's more that he threw you under the bus, and your fingerprints are on the car, and several witnesses say he was hanging out with you for a lot of the days. Sorry.
Nice.
7.
Alright, yeah. You managed to fix up your plane. Takes a few hours. It's coming on evening now. Oh.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna just,
Not
hole up
be-
somewhere.
Hole up where?
I think I'm in the
In
hospital.
the hangar.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah, hide in a place where you know they know where you are.
I'm in the hospital.
Hotel room?
Yeah, hospital. Yeah, you're recuperating from a lost limb.
Yeah. I hope they have a psych ward.
I want to go to my heavily fortified mob
So he's
mansion in Chicago.
Do you line your house with tinfoil?
Yeah.
You're the
No,
only
but
one
she
to,
will be
to
funding-
basically
It's
get
also
out
strangely
unscathed.
painted purple.
Sure he is.
So
see.
far.
You
So
can
far.
all the mummies
So
and like
far.
go to your house with it so they can't face
Come on,
through.
where are you going?
I am going to.
You're currently at your plane. Coming on evening.
She's just gonna become
Come on,
basically
evening.
Victor
The sun is still,
Vulcan point of view,
still there.
but
sunset,
sarcastic.
basically.
Sunset. So we got about an hour.
Yeah, maybe less.
Fly at the sun.
I don't think the
don't
planes
think-
fly.
Chase the sun for the end of your days.
I don't think I can catch it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You can't stay in daylight all the time either.
Yeah, no, but the point is, I don't want to fly during the night because that's where that thing flies.
Yeah, it can also kill you when you're on the ground.
I think you're screwed no
I think
matter
you've
what.
missed that kind of key point.
You're basically now in the movie It Follows, and it will follow.
You should
Just
Get
sacrifice
to a
the character.
You should
Just,
just
Fly.
Gonna fly? Alright.
yeah.
Flying up at night, give me a piloting test.
Fly at the
What's the
sun.
maximum?
Just follow the
What's the
sun
maximum
forever.
difficulty? Give me
Yeah,
8.
8. I'm gonna spend 7.
Okay, you don't need to roll. You get the plane in the air well enough, and you're making good time away from this horrible, horrible, accursed place. And you can give me a sense trouble test.
He's flying at the sun, is he not?
Yes?
2.
Batman's
2. Alright. You don't notice as the man who hid inside your plane
I spent hours
comes up.
preparing it.
Yes, yes you did. During which time he snuck aboard. He is going to reach around and try and slam the throttle down to try and nosedive your plane.
You should
You can
flip.
give me a contest. Actually, he's going to...
Like, I hope he's
Yeah,
not
he
buckled
succeeds.
in.
Your plane is starting to nosedive.
Okay.
You should.
There is a wild-haired man
Ah.
who is currently trying to drive your plane into the ground.
Wait, who is that?
What would you like to do? You don't recognize him.
Right. I'm
Actually,
going to-
no, you do.
Huh?
Yeah, you recognize the horrible bird scares on his face.
What guy is it?
It's Jack.
Whoa! Did he go crazy?
Yeah.
Shock.
Okay.
You
okay.
got indoctrinated. He is currently trying to crash your plane into the ground. What would you like to do? You're losing altitude rapidly. Give me an athletics test and not fall out of your chair as your plane has tipped about 45 degrees.
Slam your face into the windshield.
Yep. 4. Alright. You slump. You are thrown forward, slumping over the console, nosing the plane down even further.
All right.
What would you like to do?
Um.
Well, at least it gets rid
Keep
of
it
both
more
of them.
forward to do
Make a decision, or Jack's gonna do
Preparedness.
something. Okay.
Red paint.
Okay. Give me a preparedness test.
Or a knife. And he'll just phase through your plane.
4.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay.
Tip the plane more forward so it
Jack
does a
is going
flip.
to try and strangle you.
Yeah, flip it.
He will hit you. You will take 1 point of damage. You are now grappled. He is
Okay.
starting to choke you out.
Do a front flip in the plane.
He whispers to you, "It's better this way."
To be fair, living in
Even if-
fear of a demon monster.
They'll just chase you forever. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
even if
They'll
he doesn't
burn you alive.
kill you.
It's better. One smash, one big bang, and you're gone. You don't have to hide or run for the end
I
of
can
your
see him
days.
saying that,
I'm doing
actually.
you a favor.
Yeah.
I can see him
Same
saying
thing.
that, actually.
Practically hear
All right,
Daniel's voice.
Yeah. Steve's
All right.
speech
So I'm
pattern.
gonna try to get 3 of them. He's currently trying to
That'd be an
strike.
athletics or a
Yeah,
scuffling
actually.
test.
Scuffling.
Scuffling.
Just
I'm gonna
needs a
spend
little
2.
bit more
Okay.
pause.
3.
You do not get free. You are stumbling around. Your foot haphazardly kicks at one of the controls. The plane starts rotating. It
Okay.
is now barrel rolling into the ground. There's an unsettling kind of noise.
Emergency eject.
You can give me a
They
athletics
have
test.
that!
I don't think
Not
that's
really.
Oh,
You can give me an
actually,
athletics test
This is his
no, they
plane.
did.
to avoid being spun
World War
around.
One
okay?
planes, they have an eject.
World
It
War
doesn't
One
work when you're-
planes had an eject that was a revolver. The eject was you shot yourself in the head so you wouldn't burn alive.
2 on athletics.
2 athletics, alright. You are hurled violently out of your seat. You take merely 2 points of damage as you are thrown around in the cockpit of the plane, as is Jack.
Okay.
He loses grip on you though.
All right.
You are now basically in the hallway from Inception. It's just rotating as you're just sort of tumbling on the ground with each other.
Oh, the eject was pop the thing open and jump out with a parachute and hope that you don't die.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I'm getting out of the plane with a parachute.
But you,
You
have to
can try
pop
and
the
get to a
top
parachute.
open.
Give me athletics or fleeing to try and make your way to where a parachute is.
Those are all maxed. 6.
6. Alrighty. You managed to get to a parachute. Jack is going to come up behind you, and he is going to try and punch you in the face. He will hit you. You will take 1 point of damage. He slugs you across the back of the head,
I kind of wish he had a knife.
and he grabs the parachute.
Well,
All right.
You're
Stay conscious.
currently struggling with it.
Okay.
You give me athletics if you want to try and get it.
He just rolled a.
That was to consciousness.
Oh.
you should. Okay.
5.
5. All right, you managed to get it away from him and kick him.
Crap, dude.
He tumbles backwards
Jesus.
into the rotating area.
That's where the
You
other
have
half
got
of
a
all my
parachute.
ones
You
were.
managed to slip it on.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Dude, you are god at rolling right now.
All right, so
Yeah,
open
but
door.
Now he's gonna roll
Just
one
gonna
on
let
one.
the.
So you're going to try and open the door. Give
Yeah.
me a mechanical repair check, because currently you are in a spinning cargo hold.
All right. Spend 2.
Okay.
How big is this plane?
6.
It's
I
pretty
know.
big. It can hold like 15 people.
No, yeah.
Alright, Jack has pulled out a gun and he's going to try and shoot you with it. He will spend 2 to counteract the penalty he's taken for being in a spinning cockpit. He will hit you for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
How dead are you?
Let's find out.
As you are shot in the back.
I'm at
Yay,
-9.
hospital.
Negative
and
9.
jail
Alright,
cell.
seriously wounded.
I think you're not.
Give me that
you
consciousness
You
check.
straight up can't spend to stay conscious. Because if you spend 3, you go to
Oh,
negative
yeah.
12, which is dead. So you're unconscious or dead.
You have collapsed unconscious in your spinning plane. As
The
it's
window.
totally
The door is open though. I did get that.
Yeah,
open.
you did get the door open.
You're falling.
sucks him
You're gonna
out.
be falling out of a plane unconscious.
Yeah.
Sucks
Tell
him
you
out.
what.
Hey,
Tell you what.
I'm relying on my bad luck because living is worse than death.
Tell you what. Give me a difficulty 6 health test to see if you remain conscious long enough to pull the ripcord.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 2.
Okay. No.
He's dead.
You pull the ripcord and nothing happens. Your last memory is seeing the ground approaching you in the dark night.
No, he pulls the ripcord and remembers, I forgot to pack the parachute.
Yeah, you pull the ripcord, you regain 2 points of stability. As you remember, you bought this on the cheap. It's effective. Your last act is to regain 2 stability from a drive of bad luck.
Perfect.
Jump.
Your
So-
body is found in a cornfield the next morning.
So literally no investigator.
And the
left
plane
unscathed.
just like in the distance.
Correct. Jeffrey technically left more or less unscathed. He's just arrested.
Probably going to jail for
I'm
life.
unscathed.
Probably.
I'm missing
And
an
probably
arm.
getting murdered.
On account of the multiple homicides.
I don't think he's even going to trial, honestly. I think the cops are going to have an accident and kill him. He's killed cops.
Yep.
Just
So-
lost an arm.
So I'm pretty sure cops are going to just give him
I
the...
think that ended about as well as a Cthulhu scenario can end. Hey,
50%
I ended it
dead.
great.
people survived.
I ended it great. The world survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually did put a stop to the ritual.
Yeah.
It might interest you to know, Corey, that your fears of the flying monster were actually unfounded because Harold's dead, so he can't summon it again. So it actually wouldn't have been chasing you. The Etto, however, would have been chasing you to the end of your days until you burned alive because they're kind of pissed. Shocker. The Ithian guy who blew up, the reason he didn't bother to run away was he just left
Yeah,
the
he
body.
Just makes a new body. Yeah.
He just left. So the real Edsel Ford came back and was like, "Oh God, where it was? Ah!" Blown
I
up.
kind of figured.
If you had actually blown up the devices, if you blow up any of the stabilizers, the portal still opens, but it opens out of control.
Yep.
And it starts throwing material from random periods of time around like a catapult, flinging them around the stands into everything. If you destroy one of the little attenuator things, it opens unstably and explodes with the force of an atomic bomb.
Nice.
If you disable both, it doesn't open a portal.
So had I thrown a grenade right in the middle of it,
If you'd actually managed to destroy both, you would have prevented that, yeah.
cool.
Destroying the track and killing Miller also works,
We should just kill
as the
Miller
police are
anyway.
going to investigate the area heavily.
I mean, I did a good job.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I feel like the only way we could have actually won would have been if we had somehow
What's
not
up, you
just, like,
Miller?
We
killed
still-
Miller
would you
right
like
in
we
a
the
still,
coffee?
face.
we still technically won. It's just,
Yeah.
You
I-
won in the way Cthulhu scenarios win.
yeah,
You stopped basically the apocalypse.
yeah.
But
You're
I
like,
feel
you're screwed,
Yep.
but you saved human race.
Yep.
I survived.
Donna has realized
You
that,
are here to delay the inevitable
Yep.
by throwing your body at it.
Now Donna will
I
pay
think-
to throw other people's bodies at it, because obviously she's still
Yep.
going to follow. It's in her
Now
blood,
she's an
gonna follow.
informant.
Now you're going to be the guy who hires people.
Yeah.
Up
Yep.
next
Just pays
is
us.
Yes.
supervillains.
That is my current plan, yes.
Oh my god.